One. I spill coffee on my floor till she
Till she lick it up like Hammy.
till she lick it up like Hammy. Real. Hello everyone, welcome to the Cursed Ones. Red or die, I'm out of breath because I just mopped my floor. I spilled coffee everywhere. And I'm swapping the slides over because I forgot to put us on Ride or Die. So it looks like shell shock. But trust me, we're not shocked.
It's not us.
We're not.
Oh wow, my order changed because I changed my nickname.
Oh. Yeah, I just like slid Cece over to the right area and then Cece moved.
Rip. I'm
It's a
sorry.
sad day for Dean the Dungeon Master. But hey, Cole ended up in the right spot. I didn't even have to. So,
You're
like,
welcome.
You win some, you lose some. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Cursed Ones Ride or Die. Where
we ride or we die.
So
yeah,
true.
It's always one of the two.
I'm sorry. I'm still
usually
mentally...
it's die.
Yeah, very true. I'm still mentally recovering from spilling my coffee everywhere. But
I'm
I made
really sorry.
Oh god, it's like so overfilled. Hang on.
Drink.
Chug, 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 chug.
Nasty noises. I made a caramel macchiato in my Mandalorian baby Yoda cup. Let's go.
Oh.
My mom bought the cup because she likes Baby Yoda, and every time we go out in public now, she watched that one episode of the fucking Mandalorian, and I won't spoil anything for those of you who haven't seen the season and keep up with Star Wars shit. But there's this scene where there's these little guys, and they're like, "Bad baby, no squeezy," and now my mom says it to me every day when I give her a hug.
And every time we kiss, I swear I could fly.
Exactly. Every time I give her a hug, she goes, "Bad baby, no squeezy," and I can't fucking escape.
What? That's
which implies, by the way, because Grogu was the bad baby in that circumstance, so she is implying that myself, am Baby Yoda. Which is
That's
very
not right.
unfortunate.
I
mean, my head.
I am. Not real. Not real. Vanishing from reality as we speak. All right. Let's get into the question of the day, and let's start going because Cole is running on laptop battery. And
no, actually, I have my current setup allows me to live forever.
Okay.
He figured it out.
He did it.
All right. Damn, gotta get me a card to do D&D in.
Welcome to the Cursed Ones, where Cole has achieved immortality.
Yeah.
What should the question of the day be? All right.
How would you achieve immortality?
Real? I think it's gonna be, what game do you have the most hours in? Because I feel like everyone's gonna have an interesting response to this, and I feel like no one's gonna have the same response. Actually, a few of us might. I don't know. We'll have to see. But let's just do, what video game do you have the most hours in? We are not counting other games because D&D might top it for some of us. I have to calculate how many hours of Cursed Ones we've done, but...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I've definitely done the most. I've been here the whole time. But,
it's me. I've been here the whole time.
I've been here the whole time. He just kept on yoing. It's me, Dean the Dungeon Master, who will not stop yoing my yo-yos till she...
She yo on my yo till she yo.
So real. The game I actually had the most hours on, you'd think with how much I've been playing it that it would be Apex Legends. But it's not. I'm checking my library right now just to double check because I'm almost certain it's no longer Apex. Or I'm almost certain it's not Apex. Okay, I have 290. I have 219 hours on Apex Legends, but I believe my most played game is, yep, it's still Starbound with 308.6 hours. Starbound, very good game. I recommend it to all my people who like Terraria and who like cool games. What's your name this time? My name is Ridiculous. Who are you? And what's your game? What's your game of the year?
Hello, I'm Cole in a car. Maybe that should have been my nickname.
Vehicle. I stole that from Cece.
But I don't actually know the amount. It's between 2 in my head because I know on Steam that I've played Terraria for, I think the last number I remember is 233 hours.
Also, yes, I'm applying
but-
deodorant on stream. No one judge me. I got a
That's
de-sting.
okay.
Continue.
But I also don't know how long I've played Minecraft. And I've played Minecraft on many different platforms for a very long
Same.
time. So I don't know, actually.
Damn,
for
that
sure.
actually, that might be mine too. Like, I wish I had a way that I could instantly track that off the top of my head, but I've definitely, Minecraft is my longest played game, I feel like, in terms of how long I've gone back. You might be right. Minecraft might be mine too.
I like played it, like I played it back when there were browser demos.
Yeah,
and so
same.
I've been playing it pretty much near launch. And then I also played it a ton on the Xbox, and then I also played it a ton on the Wii U.
Can I be
played
sappy
more.
for a second? Can I be sappy and tell a cute story?
I think I know what it is.
So Cole and I met in a Minecraft hardcore series where we were doing one of those fan versions of like the PvG hardcore thing formats, and we like hardly knew each other, but we were the last ones alive. And we had a bunch of animals, and we had LaForge the horse, we had Paprika, we had Paprika, we had Cinnamon, we had a bunch of animals, and we were
I
kind
don't
of.
know if I named any.
You did. I feel like you. We'd have to go through the footage. We have the footage, but it's so old. But yeah,
I don't know if I do anymore.
I just remember LaForge the horse. But,
I do remember that.
It was I had a near-death experience, and it was really tragic. I fell in the nether, and I was on half a heart, and I legitimately freaked out. I think, yeah, we bonded a lot during that experience, and that's how we became.
I didn't know that's how you met.
That is how we met, yeah. And we didn't win. We died together.
I think we got to the end, though.
We got to the end, but then we died in the Ender Dragon fight. So yeah,
Health ratio. I won my hardcore.
Cece! The violence!
We had like 10 people, so it's probably not fair.
Oh god. But yeah, everyone died really, really quickly in our hardcore, and then it was just us for like the rest of the game.
That's
yeah,
tough.
I just wanted to, when the mention of Minecraft, mention that that's how we met. Put our Minecraft beds next to one another.
Real?
No, I think we lived on opposite sides of that.
I can't remember that much, honestly.
I remember it well. I don't, actually. All I remember is like very specific moments. Like almost dying in the nether. And LaForge, the horse. LaForge had a 4 in their name. She ride my oar till I die. Who are you, and what is your most played game?
Hello, I'm Cece. I play Sharpay, and I am the same as Cole. My most played probably is Minecraft because my dad got me Minecraft for my birthday when I was 12, and I have played it semi-regularly ever since. So that is 8 years of Minecraft. But on Steam, my most played game is also Terraria with 221 hours. So
wow, this is like a Minecraft / Terraria like suite.
Yeah.
Except
they're good fucking games.
Yeah, true. I'm the space version. I'm the space. Anyways,
True.
I'm so good at speaking, guys. Isn't it a miracle how I became a dungeon master with my amazing vocabulary and my skills? Souled Eater, who are you? And
Hi.
What's up?
I'm a row. I'm Arrow. I'm Arrow. I play Arrows. He's from Arrows. I'll
Let's
nail it one of
go.
these days. And believe it or not, the DM was wrong, and we are not varied at all. It's also Minecraft.
God damn it, Minecraft sweep.
If you were here last question we answered, which is like what tabs you had open, I had like 14 Minecraft tabs open.
Mhm.
So I'm sure this is a shock to everyone, but funnily enough, Kiki, the reason I'm in this campaign, we also met through Minecraft.
Did you guys put your Minecraft beds next to one another?
We did, and then we got an axolotl. We got axolotls that were spelled really badly. So there was like Hochni,
Like
and there was like
Laforge.
Straw Baby,
No.
and then I don't remember the last one. I think it was like chocolate, but it was spelled really funnily too.
Just imagining, like, I'm imagining it's pronounced chocolate, but it's spelled like the name of an elder god.
Yeah, definitely.
I like
I'll
that.
put down how we spelled honey and strawberry.
Yes.
So it was and
Good. Oh, let me see.
Hochknee.
I think that was
Oh.
strawberry.
And Strewebbie.
I don't know how we spelled chocolate, but
Oh my god, guys, hold up. I think I just manifested something because my friend who got me into Starbound, Ren, who was actually a guest star in the campaign before, got me into Starbound. It's all connected. Ren just started playing Starbound for like the first time in ages. I don't know if Ren's in chat and
Let's
like
go.
that's no, Ren's not even in chat. That just I manifested that. I haven't seen them play
Bro.
Starbound in
Anyways.
forever.
Let's go.
we do have like a long-running server that we're currently chipping away at because we've
Ooh.
watched people who made giant builds, and we went, ha, we can't do that, but we can try.
Real. I want to jump back into Minecraft. I actually don't have it on this computer that I'm on, which is a crime, especially
Oh.
because
That is a crime.
yeah, this is a really
What
good
the heck?
computer, and I can run shaders.
Yeah, dude, shaders are so pretty.
Wow.
Best shaders, complementary shaders. It's literally
it.
called complementary shaders.
All right, I'll check it out. But yeah, after this, I'm downloading Minecraft and I'm gonna go build.
go.
I actually built
Yeah.
We
a
need
version
to
of
do a goddamn hardcore. We said we were gonna do that like 2 years ago.
Dude, I'm
we
so hard to
should,
keep
we
alive in
should.
hardcore.
I'll do
God.
my
I'm
best.
so hard to keep alive.
I'll do everything for you.
Thank you. And we should get started. Can I tell my own sappy story really
Yes,
quick?
yes, always.
I met my girlfriend through PPG Hardcore, and well, this isn't sappy, but one of the first things we did when I confessed to her and we started dating, basically our first date was playing Minecraft together with a couple of our friends, and basically the first thing we did as a couple was get divorced in Minecraft.
Yes. Oh, dude. Okay.
That's how it
Sorry.
should be done.
I'm sorry. We should
Yeah.
really start because it's already late. But I have to tell you guys this wild ass anecdote. And Cece, I know you're gonna go like, Liz, you're the most interesting person I. Anyways,
Yeah.
you guys know the actor Wyatt Olaf, who is in the hit movie It. It Chapter 2.
Was he one of the kids?
He was one of the kids. Yes, one of the main characters.
Okay.
He was in It Chapter 2, I'm Not Okay With This. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy. And he also officiated my Minecraft wedding. The actual Wyatt Olaf.
How?
He opened up a Minecraft server for, like, basically he had a Snapchat story, and you could join his Minecraft server. It was only up for, like, a single hour or so that you could enter. And my friend, who is a fan of his, was like, hey, let's get in here. So he went in there. They had marriage plugins. For some reason, Wyatt Olaf was like, let's add the marriage plugin. And I got married to my friend. And
Let's go.
Wyatt Olaf himself officiated.
That's so beautiful.
It was
That's the power of Minecraft.
it was a
the
wonderful
power of
day.
Minecraft
Minecraft.
sweep. It's a deserving game.
It really
Deserving
is.
sweep.
So I'm glad
It
to
has
see
the
that
range.
Minecraft has brought us all here. And now we're playing Cursed Ones Ride or Die Session 6. But before we get into it, I'm going to do as rapid fire of a recap as we can. Actually, not a lot happened last session because the party basically just snuck up on Roxanne, did a sneak attack for like 2 hours.
A lot of planning.
A lot of
There was
planning
a lot of planning.
on how to do one sneak attack. The party then proceeded to do the absolutely ridiculous sneak attack where Ryder basically went to stun Roxanne and everyone was going to just stun lock her and beat the shit out of her until she was out of the picture. This went shockingly well, thanks to the fact that Pan immediately fucking stepped on her back, broke her back, and then just destroyed her into oblivion. But unfortunately, Pan also kind of stepped on everyone else's backs, which was like a little bit of a problem, because everyone went down, besides Ryder. And then by the power of, oh wait, I know the language of the Colossi, Ryder was like, hey man, hey Pan, what's up? Can you like calm down? And
Oh, I
Pan
just
was-
opened up my character sheet and I have 1 hit point.
Yeah, and so Pan was like, okay, what should I do? I mean, I'm kind of want to eat flesh, and like that's a whole thing. And Ryder was like, I don't know, man, just jump in the darkness, bro. just enter the shadows, man. It'll be fine. And then Pan was like, okay, sounds fair to me. And so Pan ran away into the distance, and the party was like, okay, what do we do with Roxanne? Let's bury her alive. So, the party looted her body, buried her alive, and left her in a pit of mud. And that was pretty much the session. In fact, I think that was the entire session. It was a sneak attack. It was getting the party, it was Pan wrecking the party, everyone getting up, Ryder going like, hey man, you chill out, to Pan, Ryder getting everyone up by shooting them violently with guns. And then, yeah, burying Roxanne. Eventful hunt, dare I say. But, that does bring us to now, where, I suppose, are we jump in? Ooh, Cursed Ones, Ride or Die Session 6?
Yes. Surely
we
nothing
are.
bad is going to happen.
Really nothing
Nothing bad has ever happened to us, ever,
bad
actually.
ever
bad
happened.
ever happens to the Cursed Ones. Like, when has anything ever happened ever that is bad to the Cursed Ones? I don't think
Every
anyone...
session.
I don't think anyone can pull up an example. I don't think you can name one example.
Last session. You just recapped it.
I don't think you could bring up even 2 examples.
Session before that.
I don't know if you can bring up even 3 examples.
Fairly certain the session before that.
I don't know if you can. Okay,
I think we could just skip to saying all 5 sessions.
Well, how about
Yeah, I
we?
don't-
What
I don't think
about?
we've
Okay,
had
well,
a-
what about the good things that have happened? What about the good things? There's
What
been
good
They,
things?
they don't
good
cancel out.
things?
What
Oh,
good
no.
things? The leech jerky?
Yeah. Think about when you guys had the nice meal with Kage that wasn't human flesh. Trust me.
It was great. It was very yummy.
Yeah, there
I
you
mean,
go.
like-
See,
At a certain point, you have to expect human flesh.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we should live by. Good
True.
times. Let's jump into the session.
Jesus Christ.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Cursed Ones. All right, allow us to jump into Cursed Ones Ride or Die Session 6.
Oh my god, Kiki remembers the axolotls.
Aww! Minecraft sweep. You all turn heel from the grave of mud that now rests quietly beneath you all. You can feel emotion rising from it, a solemn vow that rests under the mud. You can tell she is trying to curse you beneath the... But for now, Roxanne Marlowe lays to rest, the single parchment over her grave. The simmering is palpable in the heat that still shrouds the scene. You'd assume a wizard without their spellbook would cause the dismissal of their spells, which makes it all the more curious when that small, glowing sun still remains. But it doesn't act. It's a star, given corporeal, immutable form. It just hovers. But as you do, begin to turn your back towards the scene that you had previously fought upon, and instead turn your face towards Frostbear Settlement. A hot flash goes through the air. A cicada screech accompanies an overwhelming whistle, most mistake for the sun's own growl. What are you guys doing?
How big is the sun?
The sun is relatively large. I'm considering it a huge creature. It is about the size of Kage, who is like 10 feet tall, but if you were to orb 10 foot tall, 10 foot wide.
Orb.
It's
They should
hovering
probably-
about, it hovers about like 45 feet in the air above the mud
I see.
that Roxanne is buried on.
I don't suppose a bag of holding could get that big.
I don't know. I don't know.
Aren't bags of holding 10-foot by 10-foot cubes? Or are they?
The volume is 64 cubic feet. Interesting. The thing is that I'm unsure how you would stretch it to be that large as to put a sun inside 10 by 10 feet. Like, theoretically, yes, it would indeed be able to get in, but this is also, like, we're talking a bag opening that's, like, I would consider this is literally, like, my replica of a bag of holding. We're talking like this.
I mean, it's burning gas, isn't it?
Yeah. How much
It
does the
is.
sun weigh? How much does the Earth cost?
Which just... How many stars are in the night sky?
Let's
How many
see.
moons watch
One.
over us?
There.
But no, like,
How much
they-
does the sun
this
cost?
is
Is it
kind of
like
like-
negative?
This is about the size I would imagine a bag of holding being. On the bigger end, because I feel like bag of holdings as, like, typically depicted are about this big, therefore openings still kind of remain.
I mean, it is gas. What if you just like start scooping it?
Wait a minute. I'm looking at the bag of holding description. If the bag is overloaded, pierced, or torn, it ruptures and is destroyed, and its contents are scattered in the astral plane. Can we take the sun to the astral plane?
Well, I just was thinking we could keep a sun in the bag,
That's true, but we could also get rid of the sun by putting it in the astral plane.
but also
if
we
it
could
breaks.
keep the sun, and then we can just
I
like
would love
invert
to.
it to
I would
shoot
love
it
to
at
keep the
people.
sun in a bag. I would love to keep the sun in a bag. But if it does break, then maybe that's a good thing for us.
Mm.
I fear we may have fixated on the thing that Loops did not want us to fixate on.
It's fine.
Hey, Sharpay, you have a bag of holding, right? Because it's something with the bag man a while back.
I do, but I have like important things in there.
I mean, like, if you just like,
Which
Just
way are
like-
you guys facing right now?
I think
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know
facing
how
like
far
with
away
my,
we walked.
A
I think
fair
I'm
bit.
facing with my back to the sun and like facing them.
Yeah, we should probably keep going forward.
Okay. Back to the...
Yeah, but like we scoop. You could like turn it out, get everything out, and then like scoop the sun, and then you have a sun in a bag. I mean, maybe, but like, do you think you can spy on us from that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that really
That's
a good idea?
point.
I mean,
It does
Rip
spy
the
on us
bag?
anyway, though. I'm just worried it'll rip the bag, and I have kind of a lot of stuff
you
and
could
not
take
a
them out.
replacement.
What
Yeah,
exactly
but
would you be doing with the sun in the bag?
You could like turn it inside out and shoot it at people.
Would it be working with us, though? We don't know if it's sentient or not.
Well, yeah, but like if you turn
I hope it isn't
if you turn a
sentient.
bag inside out, a bag of holding, doesn't it just automatically shoot everything out? Like if it's
Yes.
expelled at like a big enough rate, then it's kind of hard to resist that.
Oh, you good?
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
I feel weirdly flipped for some reason.
I mean, your call on what we do with it, but
We could also just leave it and completely move on.
It's true that I don't feel good about it just staying there, and it would be really funny if we could take it with us, but I'm just not sure if it would work, like, physically.
yeah,
I
I
mean-
think you would need a bit of a bigger bag.
It's burning gas. You just scoop it.
Okay, emphasis though on
How-
the burning aspect. You're gonna what are you scooping it with? And if it's doesn't the sun just like disintegrate pretty much anything that touches it?
You know,
Because
I
it's
didn't think
so-
about that.
So I'm not sure if scooping is the play. That's my take. I don't know if you guys have encountered small suns before, but
Have you?
no, can't say I have.
Yeah, that's fair.
For the record, I have also not encountered such a minuscule celestial body.
I mean, like, something's, this is still, like, the frost area, and, like, the more land we can give back to permafrost, the better. I don't know why I'm still trying to convince you guys to do this without knowing how we're gonna do this.
Yeah, like, I'm cool with the idea, it's just the execution is what I'm worried about.
Yeah,
Do we have, like, an extra bag of holding? Because I feel like mine is kind of important. I'm not sure if I'm willing to risk that.
I consider that everyone has a bag of holding just for, like, their basic items. That is where their inventory comes in. Like, that's kind of how I homebrew rule it. Yeah.
Oh,
so far,
yeah, I'm willing to put mine on the line. I don't have too much with me, so.
Okay.
I have, like, 4 inventory. Well, wait, no, I have more.
If we're going with this plan, test run, like, what? Okay, I'm just back off. Praveen just kind of walks to the side and just, like...
If I throw this hard enough, do you think I could just get the center of it? And then it'll follow?
What do you mean the center of it?
Wouldn't it just burn up?
You know, there's, like... I mean... heat transfer?
I'm not
a STEM major, guys.
I don't know.
I haven't put enough research into the sun to know for sure. All I know is that it's hot.
It is hot. It's like melting rocks and hot. And rocks don't really like to do that generally. So... maybe we should leave it.
This is not the decision that I thought we were gonna start the session with doing. Putting the sun in a bag of holding was not what I could have expected.
Could I theoretically, like, maneuver Leoman's tiny hut to just squeeze the sun?
Wait a minute. Here's the real question.
I feel as if what you are proposing would compress it down. Like, if you take the sun and put it in a container and you and you keep shrinking the container, like, if you were able to break kind of physics in the fact that you could just, like, squeeze it to be smaller than the actual sum of its parts, would it not just create, like, a supernova level explosion?
He doesn't know that.
Oh,
maybe.
Well, what if you just, like, shrink it smaller, put it in the bag, and then if it went bigger inside there?
It's like taking a bug outside.
Okay, if you were able to shrink it with, like, enlarge reduce, dare I say, or, like, a potion of diminution, then yes, you could put it in a bag of holding.
Is it like, a creature that can drink a potion?
Now we're getting into shit you have to roll to discern.
But here's the real question, I think. If we put the sun in a bag of holding, would the bag man get mad at us for it? Would he not want the sun to be there? Because I don't want to upset the bag man
in each pocket dimension he can just, like, travel?
That's true, but just, like, would he appreciate it? And would he also think it's funny? Or would that be something that's, like, upsetting to him?
Hey, bag man!
I don't know if he's in your bag right now.
You open up your bag of holding and you whisper into the folds and crevices of the void that exists within the small receptacle. Hey, Bagman, and it echoes and echoes until it's swallowed into this realm. Bagman does not respond.
Don't come to this bag. We're gonna be doing some real shady shit.
Oh, we are? We're just at a point where we are going to do
real shady shit. You have the means for that?
What?
You have the means to shrink this thing?
I don't know. It would be fun to try.
every time I
this is the
pitch,
thing that I decided I wanted to do today, and I don't know why.
every time I pitch an idea, I pitch something, like, I swear, someone out of left field decides, you know what I'm gonna do with this ball that's been pitched to me?
so
I'm going
sorry.
to attempt to eat it. And then I'm going to attempt to projectile spin it
would
into
be
the
really,
moon.
it would be really helpful.
It would be
really
nice
helpful.
to have a sun.
Oh, I love this. I love this party.
No one would fuck with the cursed ones if we just had like a bomb on us at all times.
I think people would
So-
still fuck with you guys. Just
They
like
would
the
have
like,
a
at
worse
what point-
time.
At what point does it stop being plasma, and at what point does it start being core?
It's
Google.com, what's inside the sun?
This is not where I expected this to go. I think just for flavor's
yeah,
sake.
there's a core.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
there's a core.
But it's a okay. Okay, we're working with, like, once again, need I bring out the bag? We're working with this much space, not
Hold on,
much
sun
give.
diagram.
Until you shrink it. Until you shrink the sun.
Until the sun has been shrunk. Like,
Can we shrink the sun? That's the
what
question.
are you shrinking it with?
I'm asking to learn.
Willpower.
I don't have anything that can help.
Okay, but if you
I
look
don't
at
think there's anything
if you look at like a structure of the sun, there's like all the there's all like the stuff coming out, and then there's the core, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the core is relatively small compared to everything else. So that should theoretically, in a 10-foot thing, it should theoretically be big enough to fit in a bag of holding.
Would it though? What
If you look at this
Okay,
picture
show
that
me
I
a
got from,
diagram. Give me the goddamn motherfucking diagram.
Is there anything we can do to like fireproof the bag
We
of
are
holding? Because
working-
I feel
okay.
like that's our limiting factor.
10 feet by 10 feet. Let me just first put that into perspective. 10 feet by 10 feet. So
Is 10 feet the radius or the diameter?
that would be the radius.
Okay.
10 foot radius, so
okay.
like 20 feet diameter.
so like
Okay.
twice as tall as Kage.
Yeah, twice as tall as Kage.
Okay.
So, like, I feel like that would only, like, go down to, like, 5 feet at the minimum. 5 feet, like, diameter at the minimum. Which is bigger than me! Me!
Short.
Me! I do not fit in bag.
Unless you shrink yourself.
Unless I shrink myself.
You could fit, yeah.
So
You
that's
could fit an
what
arm
we're
in there.
working with. Yes.
Then you could like,
But if I-
maneuver probably.
But consider if I am an orb.
I mean, it's made of like iron dust, in it? Like iron ash, I think.
Yes.
Hold on. What's the? Yeah,
And
I mean
sulfur
like
and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, what kind of material is the sun? Can Sharpay kill it?
Is the sun
I don't know
made
what
of
I can do
gold?
specifically, but
Is the sun made of gold, copper, or
Oh.
silver?
I don't. I feel
What
like it
material
wouldn't
is
be
the sun?
Reach your
What-
hand down
What
far enough.
percentage of the sun is made of gold, silver, and copper?
Uh,
Okay, yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to bend that.
Oh my god.
What if I? Okay. What if I like dimension windowed and then just like put it through dimension doored over it and then just like closed it really fast?
Could you dimension
Can you
door it?
oh no, can you dimension door into a bag of holding? Hold on.
If it's open and you can see into it.
Well, can you
Well,
transport the sun through
I'm not
dimension
sending
door?
myself into
it
the
a
sun. I feel like I need a. I'm not risking my hair for that. But
Okay,
like,
let it be known that bag of holding is a non-dimensional state. You cannot dimension door something into
okay.
a bag of holding.
see.
That is
I see. Understandable.
because the game the people who made this game know that the bag of holding is fucked up.
Can you Misty step into a bag of holding?
Probably not.
I don't think so. Step into a bag of holding. They have put like rules for
Oh, I forgot to give my friend the butter back.
What are you learning?
I typed, I forgot the butter. I'm so sorry. I'm in D&D right now. Oh wait, I need a.
What is going on over there?
Yes.
You can Misty step into a
Yes,
bag
you
of
can
holding.
Misty step into a bag of holding.
The Misty Step can't take another person, right? But if it's an object.
It's not a person.
You
Okay,
know this?
so here's what we do.
No.
Okay, so here's what we do. Leomund's tiny hut, encase the sun, send Sharpay to Misty step into the bag of holding, get her out of there,
Why is it
close
my
the bag of
job?
holding. I don't have Misty step.
Walter does, but I don't know if Walter should go anywhere near a giant sun.
Walter just peeks out of the bag and just goes meow meow.
I think this is too dangerous.
Okay, but you can Misty step, right?
I can.
Yeah, so just like keep a hold on the scarf next time you Misty step out, so then it'll automatically.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna
get rid of
try
it
to
and then it'll
be.
just-
I'm gonna attempt to be a voice of reason here as best as I can be. We are all very hurt right now. Do we want to take an unnecessary risk?
Touch
It
the
would be
sun
really
once and get burnt to the ash.
It would be really
Yeah.
helpful. And you know how like oil stops things from like burning on a pan? I mean, I have oil.
I don't.
What kind of oil?
Yeah, what kind of oil is kind of
I believe the
important?
description I was given was thick and slick.
That sounds like an oil that will catch on fire.
I feel
Oh,
the
shit,
need
yeah,
to.
that
I
does
feel
that,
the
huh?
need. Yeah, I feel the need to say that oil in D&D, when you throw it, it just makes fire. Like that's part of the description.
Yeah.
I
So no sun?
think this might be the one that has to get away. I fear it would be really funny. I mean, I'm sure it's.
Look, I don't
I'm
mean
sure
to
she's gonna get out of it
discourage. I don't
eventually,
mean to
so.
discourage like creative ideas here. We all
We
look
can
like
keep it in
shit.
mind the next time we have to deal with a miniature sun, which I'm sure will happen again.
I would say bookmark it.
Oh, his ears get a little.
We
Oh, Sharpay pats him on the back. It's okay.
Ravine just goes.
This is a high moment. We just
To be
buried
fair,
her.
I
They
like
all
the
look
idea.
like everybody looks like shit right now. By the way, we're all damaged.
Yeah, everyone's like dirty
Yeah.
and like bent out of shape and bruised and like covered in kind of caked on blood. And Praveen
God.
will just like clap Eros on the back and just go, "You'll get another chance, okay?"
Ow.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, right.
Yeah, bones
Yo-
are soft.
Yes, you'll get another chance, okay? And then when we're all in a healthy state, when we are in a little bit less precarious of a position, another tiny sun, put it in a bag. Just for you, okay? A nice
Cool,
spot
thank
waiting
you.
in the bag. Just for the sun.
Thank you.
Hey, maybe if we get up there at some point, do we put the
I
big
don't-
one?
I don't think we should get the big one. Just
I
out
don't
of
know.
concern for all life on planet whatever we're on. What's a planet? I don't know. All life that needs the sun.
That's a fair point, but what I'm getting at
Unlikely.
is that
But bookmark.
bookmark. Exactly. Put it on the tab for later. At some point, we'll get a little sun in your bag. Okay? Sound like a deal?
All right.
Alright. Praveen just like kind of like sighs and is gonna spit some blood up onto the ground and
Oh,
is just gonna
Jesus.
like kind of pat at her own ribs and just like okay. Okay. I need
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
sleep. Ugh. Right. What are you guys doing?
Going back and
What?
sleeping.
Heading
everybody.
back.
What are we
Yeah.
doing?
I swear to God, if you don't let us sleep.
We should probably be like stealthy and stuff. I want to go home.
We're like actively trailing blood everywhere. It's
Oh right,
fine.
there was a heat wave that was so scary, and then we just talked about the sun for 20 minutes.
Did you guys not know the sun had a core?
There was indeed that
I haven't
moment.
thought that much about the
There
sun.
was indeed that moment that I mentioned before where there was a burst of heat from the sun, but considering no one looked at it, you do not see the little drop of sun that travels upwards. It's the bigger sun in the sky.
Okay.
I told you we should have captured the sun.
Well, we don't know that, so there's no
Yeah,
consequences. Anyway, let's go! Wahoo!
And onwards you go. Making your way away from Roxanne's sight. As you begin to walk away, and I guess get hopefully closer, the more comforting cold that encases this island, Kage will turn to you all. It's just going to quietly pipe up after like everything has kind of been sorted with the plan and you know, a little tab has been put on putting the sun in a bag. But he's just gonna pipe up and just, I would like to apologize for my performance in the fight.
Oh, and you don't have to apologize. Things happen. I have eaten absolute shit in more fights than I have done good in, so it's all right. I'm not holding it against you. I'm glad you were there.
I hardly got. It was fucking massive. Like,
Yeah.
we found a way to deal with it. That's what's important. And like, I'm 112% sure you could bench all of us simultaneously.
Yeah.
I mean, also the plan at a certain point wasn't to kill it, so
Yeah.
we succeeded.
Yeah. Not everything requires everyone's expertise. That happens.
Is all true. But I just, being in this area without my lady by my side, I feel a severance of my connection. Just in truth, I did not feel strong as I could have. Were it not all a rider, I would have died. I can't help but be disappointed myself that when time came to protect those I had promises to give, I did nothing but fall.
Then you'll have to stay alive to redeem it. Keep protecting them, you know?
Not to be morbid, but I don't think the time of protecting is really over.
Then I thank you.
Let's get you back with your lady.
Thank you for your timely rescue. I just admit that I feel weak. I'm not sure if I can trust position as
I'm gonna
stumble a little bit on his.
Yeah, can I run a diagnosis? I don't have any diagnosis spells.
Sure, go ahead and roll medicine for me.
Don't fuck this up for me.
I think that I'm struggling.
That is a 14? That's a
14. He starts stumbling forward just a little bit. His steps are becoming slow, and his body is refusing to sweat. He's
heat stroke.
Eating. Yep, exactly. You. I don't need to say it further. Heat stroke. Even as you guys have made decent, like, traffic away from the mud pit, the sun was staying. It seems to have gotten to just as much brightness on him as there was right next to that sun sphere. And yes, he is undergoing the effects of heat stroke.
Okay. Let me check prestidigitation right now, see what that can do.
Yeah. Sharpay probably like I mean, I don't know if Eros communicates that directly, but I feel like her instinct would just be to like start like she like fans him a bit with her hand, and she'd probably whip out like her parasol and just like shield him a bit from the light. Whatever that's able
Eros
to
is
do.
gonna put an arm around him and keep them walking back towards
Yeah. I know I can't catch him if he falls over, so Sharpay is not doing that, but
Yes, as he begins to kind of walk forward, he is very much struggling to keep himself up. He's leaning a lot of weight onto you, Eros, which is, you know, you're very sore, so it's not like a welcome sensation, but like you gotta do what you gotta do.
He takes out like his water skin and like dumps it over him.
Yeah, no, it falls over his body, and just as quickly as it hits his skin, it just like it evaporates.
Ugh.
He is
Ugh.
burning to touch, like as if he was just on a fucking grill. He is just scorching.
Mm.
Praveen kind of turns over and just like looks. You okay?
Heat stroke.
Heat stroke. We're not even that close to the sun.
He's a frost oni.
Shit.
yeah.
Okay, come on. Make haste.
Yeah. How far do you think it would be?
It shouldn't be too far. How long do we walk over here?
Well, that was out of character.
Oh. How long should it be to get him back towards the area?
Yeah, like how far is the walk to get to somewhere
The
a lot
walk
cooler?
was about like 30 minutes.
Oh,
Or
shit.
no,
Mhm.
30 minutes to the camp. To get to a cooler spot, it was like 5 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, come on. I'm gonna keep pulling him a little faster.
You walk for 5 minutes. It's still the exact same heat as before.
Right. Using the hut, it's gonna be done for the day. Anybody have any complaints?
Yeah. I get where you're coming from.
That's what you need to do.
Is there anything I can do to check if we are actually for real in a dead zone now?
Roll investigation.
Okay, excellent. I'm good at that. That is, because not being able to get out of here is concerning. That is an 18.
You have been making proper distance. Are indeed where you should be. Except all of the trees, everything from before has miraculously, it has just been blown away. It still almost looks like it was before. But it's not that anything has moved out of place, no. It's that the sun has been following you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you turn around, it's just exactly in the same position and distance as it was before.
I told you guys.
We
It's
should
just-
put it in a bag.
It's just there.
Okay, that explains it.
Oh, are we using the
My
hut?
bad to the forest. Yeah, hut. Put Kage in the hut, and
Okay,
let's
or
figure out what
we
to do
could
about
use it to put
this.
it in the bag too, though, and then problem gone.
So we put the sun in the hut.
We put the sun in the hut. You take the hut and then put it into the bag, and then you take the scarf and then you pop out, and then we close it.
You take the moon. Sun.
I'm going to steal
Yes.
sun. Okay, I'm so sorry. Because
You know what,
otherwise you're
yeah.
gonna have. Okay, great. Because otherwise you're gonna have to get real close, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the scarf.
Yeah.
You just like, and then it's like a little area. Just do that at the sun, and it should be around that.
Okay. Do you believe in me to not mess this up?
If you do, I'll bring you back to life.
That is all I can ask for. Okay.
And you
thank
like turn around. Eris is just like casually emptying all of his stuff out of his bag of holding.
Ravine just like
Okay,
looks
Jesus.
around and is like, Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess.
She
We'll
just
see
like
if it works.
I guess she just like looks at Ryder and will just like gesture for him to like help her get Kage to the side.
Yeah, you guys
still
should
help.
probably stand farther
Yeah,
away.
Eros
Just in
is just
case it,
gonna like
blows
start
up.
like taking off like some of his like jackets and stuff. Like he's probably gonna ask him for like a water skin to soak them and like put it over
Mhm.
Kage.
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's smart.
Yeah.
You do that once again, it just sizzles as it touches his skin. And Ryder and Praveen probably just like hoist him up and such by both of their shoulders and try and walk him out of the way. He is heavily limping. There's once again no sweat escaping him, and his eyes are just like they're completely unfocused.
I'm gonna send my shield to hover over him as a shadow.
Mhm.
The sun is just beaming at you.
Eris is gonna hold the bag open like it's like the football
Yeah.
from Charlie Brown except off the ground.
Okay, Sharpay squints at it. She's like, okay, I don't know if you're like a creature or a person. This isn't personal. If it is, I also don't know if this is going to work. So don't be offended, please. Because I mean, in the best case scenario here, we make a fool of ourselves and you don't get mad. So, and she swooshes the scarf.
So, okay. Just like, what's the, I suppose, just like lay it out for me. What exactly are you doing and like how? Because it's also 40 feet in the air.
How exactly does the spell work? I should be looking at the spell.
Yeah,
That's prestidigitation.
Yeah, Leoman's tiny hut is also something I want to quickly look at here. Just, you know.
You're gonna have to jump to get it to work.
Oh, it's a range of self.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to jump. But it is
Have we considered like a little parasol?
Yeah, I have one of those.
That probably block it pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, should I guess if the shield is over Kage, then she can take her parasol back.
Yeah. All right. The shield is kind of hovering over Kage. Ryder and Praveen have him off to the side as Sharpay and Arrows hatch out the plan to take the sun.
So can I like, how fucking tall can I jump?
Well, we do have the jump rules. Which
I can jump pretty tall.
Yeah.
Can the hut be floating in the air?
it
Is the
says
question.
around you, so presumably
Yeah.
yes. And remain
Yeah.
stationary for the duration, so yeah.
Because if I can make the hut floating, I want to jump really hard into the air, do the hut around us, and then like fall through the bottom of the hut.
Okay.
That's the plan.
I will also just like mention once again that the radius it is a 10-foot dome. That is the hut.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, it's 10-foot radius, same
10-foot
as the
radius,
sun.
So same yeah.
Same as the sun.
So-
I mean, you said that it's 10 feet
Well, didn't you say-
radius. So if you're 10
Yeah.
feet away, you could get the core still.
True. You're right about that.
It would
Can I
fit.
check if this is a creature?
Please roll me please roll me Anna.
Are you sure this wouldn't be insight?
You're right. It would
I'm really good at insight.
I think okay, so you're trying to discern if it is a or not. Considering what I know, really out of left field, but I think it would be under religion.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I feel
That's
bad
in the
about
field,
this one,
to be
boys.
honest.
Religion. Let's see.
I could also try for religion.
Check that religion till she.
True.
14.
Open up your Bibles, ladies and gents.
I thought too hard about what 9 plus 5 was.
All right, 9 plus 5, so that is going to be 14, and then what is yours, CC?
I got 11. It's not better.
Okay. You guys both, before you jump into action to try and enact, you first try to discern what exactly is this? The term celestial body thing, context of D&D, because indeed, celestial category of creature.
And
So-
it's giant.
In a sense, are indeed looking at a celestial creature.
Mm.
Okay.
It is.
Did we
Perhaps-
use the spell yet?
No,
I don't
not
think
yet.
so, because she has to
Okay, cool.
hop. She just she
Hi.
pushed it to hype herself up.
But also,
Hmm.
as you look at it, so I want Cole.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you have, if you can roll from where you are, could you
Yeah, I
please
can.
roll me athletics?
Oh dear.
All right. That was a nat 20.
Hey,
Wow.
all right.
You gotta roll on the car more.
So
I mean, it's just an online roller.
You gotta roll online more.
Radicole helps
I
him
have
out,
been.
gives him
Trust
the
me.
luck. So Cole, or I
Yes.
guess the rider, you
Also, yes.
feel as Kage's legs just buckle under the heat and stress as he just passes
I'm
out. But
going
you are
to-
able.
Oh, I was like, I'm gonna take the scarf and just chuck it at Ryder.
Oh,
Oh, this.
Because
The
you
what?
haven't used the
Kage?
scarf yet. Yeah,
okay.
because you guys
Uh,
haven't used it yet, and I would like to
Yeah.
save him before he falls.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Kage, yeah, just knees buckle. He just starts falling to the ground. But Ryder, you are quickly able to at least position yourself in a way where you are just locked kind of in this pose to just keep him up. It's then that Eros, you just turn around in a snap decision, just hearing kind of the ground shake a little bit. You probably hear a twig snap as he kind of trips over it, and you take the scarf and just shunt it over in that direction, and the hut just encases Ryder, Praveen, and Kage.
It's like
Okay.
half.
What just happened?
It's like it's significantly colder. The ground around
No.
you is it's like a little snowy getaway, except it's like the entrance to a cabin, and you can walk in, and it's like a warm cabin. The dome there is obviously blocked out, but there's also an outside half that is snowy.
Right. Praveen just turns to you and he's just okay, well, Kage's out for the count, but Eros just threw a scarf at us and we're in that hut thing.
So what's the plan with the sun now?
No idea.
I don't think we.
than
Yeah.
we're in the receptacle that they were gonna use to trap the sun. But I
It's okay.
think-
It wouldn't have worked either. It's a creature.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna work.
Praveen, can you? I think you guys can hear each other from in and out of the hut,
Oh,
right?
can you?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Praveen is
I
just gonna go.
think.
It's a what?
It's a creature.
Okay, help me get
Oh,
on
it
the ground.
is?
I mean, considering it's not the real sun, I guess that
Oh yeah,
that
I guess
makes
so.
sense.
I mean, I could.
Praveen
so you know
nods towards you, Ryder, and is just help me get him on the ground.
So you know
Um,
that plan that took an hour for me to do? This is also a celestial.
Mm. Hmm.
What was that plan?
And the hutch planar binding.
Forgot about that.
Do you think the sun has good charisma?
She turns to the sun. Yo, tell me a pickup line.
It does light up a room. Does that a
Hey,
character?
Hey!
if anything, Sharpay, I'd say you'd be looking in the mirror with how bright you are.
Sharpay, you look at the sun. You know how when you look at the sun, there's just a burning kind of
Yeah.
engraving that
I'm
stays in your eyes for a
squinting
second.
lot. Yeah.
Instead of the orb that makes the celestial body in front of you, what instead burns into your retinas is the word book.
Not a pickup line. I understand, though.
What did it say?
It probably wants the book, Roxanne's.
It could have been calling you a real page turner.
This guy's running circles around you, son.
The air gets hotter, but not enough to damage you,
Yeah.
just to make you uncomfortable.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
don't be like that. I mean, I think you're pretty
That's
hot
fine.
too.
I get it. I get it. She
Is there any
kind of
reaction
turns to the
my
others.
line towards the sun?
Can we kill it?
Yeah, if it's a creature, can it
It's-
just be, I don't know. She like flips around a knife in her hand.
I mean, it
It's
proved it has like
sun.
emotions and stuff.
Yeah, the emotion is burn us.
Is it getting in through the tiny hut for
No.
Ryder and others?
It's not. It's the tiny hut is
That is
able to
normally what a sun
block the
does,
sun
though.
rays. Yeah.
Well, we could try the thing.
I mean, he just kind of like side eyes the sun because it kind of hurts to look head on, and he's just like,
You side eye it, and once again, you see the burning in your retinas that just says "book."
"Ow." Who has the book?
Me.
Do you think it'll make a? If we like take a look at the book, are you going to make a lunge for it?
Are you talking to the sun?
Yeah.
Kind of side eye it again, looking for a response, and instead of giving you one, it just burns like it normally does to look. Like you feel that kind of cluster up at the top of your your eyes.
God, you've got to tell me your skincare routine. You are glowing.
Are you flirting with the sun?
Why, want me to roll performance?
Yeah.
One of the many lights of my life. Let's see. What are the odds I could get advantage on this?
How would pray tell how would you get advantage on like charming the
There's
sun?
there's so many sun puns about light, glowing, radiance. It's literally the light of my life. No? Okay, that's a 16.
A 16? It will refrain itself from doing any further harm to you for the time being.
Hey!
Because it genuinely does find a touch of enthusiasm from such things. You cannot tell, for it is an orb of gas.
Yeah,
But
maybe
it's not hurting you.
Sentient orb of gas.
A sentient orb of gas, but it's not hurting you. And that is the only thing that you can somewhat tell, like, that it has patience. It at least has patience for a few more of your shenanigans now.
Let's go.
You've bought yourself time.
Okay. Okay. I get that you're not exactly talkative, so I'm thinking about how many questions I should ask you, because I do get it. Stelda, I'm getting the message. I'm considering. So I understand also that you could probably just like blow up and kill all of us. So I hope you, just so you know, I'm aware of that.
It is going to flash into your retinas, and it is going to say easily.
Yeah, I figured.
Don't say the sex joke. Don't say the sex joke.
8th level spell, Sunbeam.
I don't know if you're necessarily an orb of your word, or if you have any reason to listen to me, but
Let's
I might
start
as-
with
yeah.
What would you like to go by?
That's a good question. What should we call you?
Yeah. Name,
Son?
pronouns, interests.
Oh my god! I can't.
You didn't let me get Pan, I'm just saying.
Like, are you Roxanne or are you something else?
You know me, but not.
Does it say that in a voice or in the eyes?
In the retina burning.
Okay.
Both of ours?
Oh.
Yes.
Huh.
Oh, so you say we already have things in common? I'm sorry, I can't.
That one went over my head, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
In my defense, he is quite tall.
Book.
you've lost me. Yeah, yep, book, I know. I don't know if you're necessarily an Orth of your word, but I feel like I should at least try. If I give you this book back, do you promise not to harm anyone else on this fragment of the Outlands? I suppose that's what we're calling it.
You are in no position to make demands. You feel the air getting hotter.
Figured
You
I'd try.
lost your fire resistance long ago.
No. Let's have a calm conversation. He's like siding.
Praveen is just going to nudge Ryder from inside the hut and is just going to go, are they talking? Okay. I don't know what. Are you hearing something? Because I'm not hearing something.
I'm not, but I mean, it sounds like they're communicating.
How are you guys talking to that?
Oh, it's like words seared into my eyes.
That's gonna hurt your vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. I have 20 more to 20. I have 20 to share, right?
I'm not okay. Well, I guess you're safe.
That might be...
She nudges Ryder.
Not that I would willingly look into the sun anyway.
It's not a pleasant experience. Wait, if you look into the sun, can you even feel it?
I don't look into the sun often.
I know, but if you... She just like This is a genuine question. If you looked at something that would burn the eye... Can you still feel eye burn? If you look into something bright? Even if you can't tell it's bright?
I think it
As someone
depends on.
who's not blind in real life, I don't know.
I think it depends on if the nerves are still intact.
Yeah.
It does.
He does have eyes in there. So
He's not like Lily.
Because you have eyes.
I do.
But I guess
Quite
like
lovely
you said,
ones at that.
Okay, now I'm just gonna... Praveen goes, I'll take the compliment, why not? I know you're talking about riders, but I'll take it because I feel like it.
You see a big old cat, I just wink.
Sorry, this just completely derailed my train of thought. I just...
yeah, what?
They're talking to the sun, and I'm curious if your eyes can get burnt. We'll figure this out.
And okay, sorry. Serious. Yeah, no, I just died like 20. I almost died 20 minutes ago. Serious is overrated. So civil conversation. Do you have something like? I know you're not interested in sharing who you actually are. If depending by that information, that would also be lovely if you'd be willing. But also like, you know, another name would work.
You'll discern it eventually. If you're truly as smart as you think.
I'm flattered you
are.
think I'm smart. I wouldn't hold too many hopes. Go with the fake name.
Yeah.
I am the
She
ground.
kind of.
I am the sky. I am the
Oh.
one who lies for your very eyes.
Hmm.
Give me the book.
I see. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. She kind of looks at Eros. She doesn't pull the book out of her bag yet, but she just like kind of looks to him for approval.
Do you know anything about that? Yeah, no.
We should probably give it.
I don't know. I think we can still talk our way out of this.
Why would we give up the book?
That's the only
It
thing
wants the book.
keeping Roxanne from getting out, though.
Yeah. Maybe I am in a position to make demands.
Are you?
If you blow us up, is there no more book?
I have this funny thing called oil that I learned explodes when I release it.
I don't know if you needed to share that anecdote.
So let's calm down, have a civil chat, and maybe we'll think about oil in the book.
Give me the book.
Or not oil in the book. I don't know, what will you give us in return?
I can act faster than you. I will let you leave your lives intact and all your limbs where they are regularly.
Would be cool to have a hand on my back. I really wish I rolled higher on that performance.
You can give it another shot, probably.
Can I?
If you say another pickup line.
Would that work?
Well, I
If you-
guess now that we have an idea of who this is, are you trying to flirt with the Pantheon?
I don't
It's not
know
the
who
worst
that
thing
is
we've
in my
done.
defense.
Yeah, Eros doesn't know.
Can I just say, as bright as you really are somehow easy on the eyes. Can I roll another performance?
Roll performance.
Oh god, there's only one way I can do worse.
Please.
Oh, okay. That is... Oh, you're gonna hate this. 32?
Jesus Christ.
That's the
That's
thing.
large, baby.
These performance checks are stopping it from doing, like, things. Basically, you're buying yourself time. So I believe what it will instead project to you is, I can make you give it to me, but I wish to give you at least the illusion that you still have choice.
Ooh, mysterious. Was that sent to me or me and Sharpay?
Everyone. Or, like, you and
Okay.
Sharpay.
Yeah.
Because Ryder and Praveen are just in the hut.
Mhm.
Vibing.
Yeah.
Did you get that one?
Yeah, I got that one.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's
I mean,
not a
we're
hard
on, like,
decision.
we're on like an island, right?
We are.
See, this is out of character. I'm just thinking, like, would they really kill us? Because
Yeah, that's
I'm pretty sure we've determined before that we're pretty integral to
Yeah.
everything going on.
yeah, that's where Sharpay is at.
We could also just like dimension door drop it and then call it a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Destroying it would be funny if we could.
Well, is it the only thing that can get Roxanne out? Because then I can feel kind of bad.
Well, not necessarily the only thing. Someone with a shovel could get Roxanne
Yeah.
out.
Someone
But
could dig her up.
They'd probably need a pickaxe.
I mean,
that spell is good.
to get the spellbook to Roxanne, they would need a shovel. So at this point, it's just like keeping her from being effectual.
I mean, they can't really hold a shovel orb.
In the long
That's
run,
true.
it would benefit you greatly.
How so? Do you want to like write up a contract? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I can't hold a pen either.
Don't make fun of its lack of hands. That's a little insensitive.
Yeah.
Is it doing that?
No, that's just me
Okay.
fucking around.
Okay. I thought
Playing
that was
with my
method
nails.
acting. Okay, I see.
The sun just
I thought
gets
I just
like
made a hand. I was doing this.
it does like those like nail emojis next to it. Yeah.
Because like, we can give you the book, but I feel like we'd like something in return, you know?
You are
Equal
not in the
exchange.
position to bargain.
Okay. Just because we're 40 feet below you doesn't mean we're literally beneath you. Well,
Hmm. I mean,
yeah, I might have messed that one up.
it's okay. It was
What
a good
about
one.
like? How do you feel about like notoriety? I'm a bard. I can whip up some tales.
I am more known than you will ever be.
Okay, well you are the son. Well, your son. Are you well liked though? Because I could fix that.
Sharpay doesn't say anything because, like, I
I
think
am
even
worshipped.
telepathy, it would be able to know. But Sharpay sends like a very like concerned glance towards Eros, like, no. She's trying to communicate we cannot make it more known because that is a problem.
You know what? That's fair. We don't want to telepathy group chat. We don't want to give it the book, right?
Are you talking to all of us right now?
Telepathy
Mostly
group chat
Sharpay.
is everyone.
Yeah,
I
But,
guess,
like
involved.
we can
guess
like
so.
hear the blowbacks. Yeah.
I feel like it can probably hear the telepathy group chat. So like,
yeah, in your eyes. What did you say again? You said we don't want to give it the book.
Oh, I was
to you?
talking to Sharpay.
Oh, in the telepathy?
well, yeah, but in
Yeah.
the telepathy.
Cool. It still burns into your eyes. You do.
Yeah.
Not what I was asking. But sorry for talking about you right in front of you. That was rude of me. Sharpay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, who, me? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I'd like this to come to a peaceful resolution, but you know,
What do we owe
would-
that thing?
It wants the book. It says it's not gonna
Yeah.
kill us if we do, which
yeah,
is concerning.
yeah.
How long does this offer of peace last?
Until you start boring me.
Mm.
How do we know it will kill us?
It's the sun.
It's the sun.
And?
It can like blow up, probably.
Well, I
that
mean,
would
it
also-
can, but will it?
Who knows?
I mean, I'm
It
flattered
only-
it thinks I'm interesting.
Only Kage suffered the heat stroke. If he's safe, why wouldn't it just target us, all of us, and take the book from you?
It's. Oh, you probably didn't hear that because it was in eyes. Yeah, it said it wants to give us the illusion of choice. So, yeah.
Okay. So we're
I mean,
dealing
these
with
things
a-
can be manipulative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're dealing with a particular kind of asshole.
Yes, giant.
I suppose that's one way to put it. I'm
A
more getting at.
gasshole?
I'm not what I'm. A manipulator.
I don't think that was something
Someone who
Ryder said
manipulate.
either.
Someone who thinks that they're all that. Can't burn my retinas from in here, can ya? She walks up to the side of the glass and just like knocks on the side of it, and the sun once again is going to burn into Eros and Sharpay, the illusion of choice.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I apologize for that. I'll just say this isn't related. I appreciate your patience and your sense of humor. You're significantly more tolerable than your brothers, so I appreciate that about you. So
Always a pleasure.
Yeah. So I got the illusion of choice thing. I appreciate that. Just, like, obviously not really in the position to make bargains. I get it. But, it would be
You
like...
need me to spell out how it would help you to cooperate.
Spelling it out would be lovely.
Do you guys accept the push of information that is about to try and reach through your heads?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you fight it?
Yeah, she'll take it.
He just lets it go.
This extends to Ryder.
I feel like if he feels something weird coming into his head, he's gonna try and resist a little bit.
Okay, then roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
If this is a spell, I think it can't extend through the dome.
It can't.
spell?
Never mind. Ryder, you're good. You're in the
Cool.
clear.
I rolled a 5 anyway, so I'm glad.
Okay.
You're in the clear. You're fine. You're in the dome of protection.
That's all right.
Ryder in the dome. What's up? But I was gonna say Ryder, you see, but no. You
No seeing.
hear monkey see, monkey do. You hear the sound of both Sharpay and Eros falling to their knees, and Praveen going, "Oh fuck." Sharpay and Eros.
That bad?
They just collapsed.
Yeah.
Sharpay and Eros. You see the ashes of terrestrial vision. They are made from like spirals of sun-like tendrils from the surface of the sun itself. Like you hear the growling of fire lashing. Basically, it is as if a movie is playing out in your minds, but it was made by fire. See picture of a mother and daughter. They're very clearly Roxanne and Arden. You see Roxanne turning around in an elegant pose to protect Arden. In your head, you can kind of feel the intent as if this were a picture in a storybook. The mother currently has the ability to protect her child. This is thanks to me. See a book float down. The fire suddenly... It is Arden standing, and then 6 feet under. Let's say that you don't book. She is pulled out from that grave and held over. Arden, I made a promise to her that no matter what, she would serve me. See Roxanne contort. Worms begin to fall from her hands. Her head erupts into this spear. She will continue to serve me. But she will no longer be herself. If you do not grant her her other methods, I will be forced to enact other methods. Have my star pupil serve me. As part of our deal. You see the star spawn, the form of Roxanne, walk away from the form of Arden. Arden collapsed. I think you don't understand how much this child truly does care about her mother. She knows Roxanne is evil. It does not stop her from being a good mother. If you do not return this to her, Arden will be parentless.
I get what you're saying. I don't want you to do that to Roxanne. That is why. Not because I believe that she is the only thing protecting Arden. She's 14. I understand that's legally a child, but she is the strongest one out of us, believe you me. I don't think she is in need of protection. But to protect Roxanne, I will give you this book.
Can we?
I'd like you to have her know that as well.
You will appreciate your gratitude and your care.
Could we give the book back ourselves? I don't.
Yeah, how exactly is this happening? Am I putting it into you, or are you gonna levitate it?
Can we just stick it in the grave ourselves? Is that all right?
Hand it to me and I will deliver it.
I don't. I would prefer
In
delivering it
your
ourselves.
words, I am an orb of my word.
Your war,
That
if
makes
you will.
Sharpay smile. Well, she looks to Eros for approval, basically. But yeah.
I'm not an idiot like my siblings.
She's
I
going to be
know-
all right.
I know how to keep promises.
But the promise didn't extend to her well-being.
Then I make you a promise in as clear of a wording as possible. I promise well-being, trueness of mind, the remaining of self, extended the form of Roxanne Marlowe, will regain who she is, what she is, her form and her function, if you return to me the book.
All right. I'm
That's a
content
good
with
promise.
that. My eyes are starting to hurt. Go for it.
Yeah. She'll take out the book and she'll just kind of hold it up, not really sure what to do.
The sun toward. You have to squint your eyes and look away from it because the burning is intense. But the book is sucked away from you. It is no longer in your grasp. It is gone.
Thank you. You really are something radiant.
It recedes
Genuinely. Yeah.
swiftly backwards. It just
Hi.
slides back, vanishes. And you are all surrounded by an intense as the cold returns around you.
Okay, there we go. don't
Iris
know if-
immediately flops down into the snow.
Okay. It probably can't still hear me, but bye. Thank you. We genuinely appreciate your patience and willingness to come to a peaceful resolution. Bye.
All
It heard
right.
my
Perfect.
it heard my thanks, right?
Yes, it did.
Okay, great. Nice.
Yeah. Sharpay, is there snow on the ground?
There is snow beginning to fall and
Okay.
gently sprinkle onto the scene. The coldness very swiftly
Okay.
returns, but in a way that's comfortable and not instantly shocking your body sensations.
Okay, I see. So not yet, but once we get to an area where there's no snow on the ground, Sharpay is probably gonna get a little scoop up a little thing of snow and just put it against her eyes.
Yeah, no, it immediately soothes the kind of burning, that dry eye sensation that kind of goes up your eyes. Yes, that is how the conversation is left.
Sharpay, she kind of Eros is on the ground, right?
If there's
Yeah,
snow there, yeah.
you guys are on the ground, yeah.
Okay. She kneels down next to Eros, just guess what?
What?
You know what you didn't ask for?
Praveen's gonna
I guess it
peek
could
her
probably
head
make
out.
anything.
Everything okay out here? You guys just dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. It was telling us a story in our brains, but we're
Stared at
good.
the sun too long.
Yeah. We made an agreement.
What kind of agreement? The kind that's gonna fuck us up later, or the kind that's gonna help us in the long run?
Depends on how you feel about Roxanne.
Yeah. It's
Not
I mean, it
There's
would
sirens if
particularly
you can.
well.
There's sirens if you could hear them. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
You're good. Yeah. I mean, not technically ideal for our current prerogative, but it wanted Roxanne's spell book back. It said that if we didn't give her spell book back, the main things were that Roxanne is I'm guessing it's a patron situation, so she needs to serve the sun, and if she can't have her spell book, then she will be forced to serve in other means by being turned into a star spawn, basically, and that's not what she wants. And if she can't serve, then she can't protect her daughter. I don't think her daughter needs protecting, but it's the turning her into a star spawns thing that was the problem. So
It's also, I
I let him
mean,
have the book.
Arden should. It doesn't need. It doesn't. I mean, Arden doesn't need that, but like, she should have it. You said she
Yeah.
was 14, 16, 14?
Yeah, she's 14. She
14.
doesn't need protection, but she would like to have her mom.
She very awkwardly like is gonna go. Yeah, it's better off that you're just like side eyeing
Yeah.
Ryder that kids. Have
All
their
right, let's
parents.
move on from that conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Anyway, the cold, it's here. How's
Nice to
Kage
see you,
doing?
Permafrost.
Yeah,
I think
Praveen
you're the
just,
same
like,
as.
Praveen just like looks down at Kage and just like, well, he at least got spared from having his retinas burned, but not doing the best.
Right. He like sits up, starts rubbing his paws together like they're defibrillators.
They kind of like static electricity like poofs up your fur just a little bit.
All right.
Do you take away the hut and just like let the natural coldness in?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then healing, whatever the fuck I got. Where is it? Cure wounds. Yippee.
Yay! Yippee!
It's he's not like, is he? He's not like spare the dying, is he?
No. It's
Okay,
mostly
great.
just like it's heat stroke, so it's more just like cognitive and like some blistering here and there. Like this man was griddled.
Yep.
He was put on the grill.
That he retains let's see. 10 hit points.
10 hit points, that is enough. He, as you kind of like bring him into the cold, he kind of slowly opens up his eyes and just it's very like slow start to kind of get himself back into like understanding what is happening. His eyes kind of like flit around a little bit, but eventually he's going to sit up and it's just going to go,
Whoa, take it easy, take it easy.
I was not built for such temperatures.
Understandable.
He kind of looks to the side a little bit shamefully. I am once again in your debt.
You gotta start asking for help sometimes, dude.
Yeah.
In my defense, it happened quite quickly.
No, you don't need to
Understandable.
apologize.
He stands
But,
up like on shaky legs and just like gets to his feet and kind of leans against a tree.
Eros starts trying to help him.
Yeah, he appreciates and like takes your hand and such, and eventually like gets himself up to his full stature and kind of just like rolls his neck and like cracks it back and forth a little bit, like you hear the pops, and is just going to like kind of rub his forehead a little bit. It's obviously like still flushed and such, and he's just going to go, well, we're not far from the encampment.
Yeah.
Suppose we should start heading back, and from there we can discuss a little bit more about your dare I call them friend? The person hunting you.
And our actual friend that they took.
Yes.
Also, the agreement between you and the Frost bearers, walkers? He's looking at Praveen.
Yeah,
Praveen, like, we're gonna have this civil. I mean, like you said, our debt. Even if I was not, thing to open communications, and we will sort things out. Works for me.
definitely, let's discuss. But I think rest might be the first priority.
God,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Whew, all right. How much longer until we get back? About 20 minutes walk. Can you make it that long?
I
Well,
can do that.
yep. It's not gonna be comfortable, but whatever. When is it
I've been
ever?
running this long.
All right. Big ol' sippy of coffee. I don't know if you guys have any discussion as you walk back, or if it's relatively quiet.
I think I'm just catching Ryder up on what happened.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Sharpay is probably pointedly, I mean not pointedly, but just like intentionally not telling Kage that was literally the one who lies. Because that might come up later, but I think now is not the appropriate time to reveal that information.
All right. It's up to you if you guys want to like discuss that more in character, or if you just want to leave it as like everyone is
Yeah.
basically caught up on the information.
Yeah.
Information catch up.
Information catch up? Okay, Ryder, you are now aware of how that discussion went. But I guess, I suppose, did you guys mention the part where they admitted they were the one who lies before your very eyes?
I think Arrow starts to, and Sharpay just kind of like slaps him.
Oh yeah, Eros doesn't really know what that means necessarily.
Hmm.
So Eros would probably say that, but like not know.
Arrow
Okay.
should
Sharpay would,
start
like,
to, and I
wince,
think Sharpay would be
but-
like,
Yeah.
Kage flits his eyes over for just a moment.
If Ryder can sense that there's like some hesitation about bringing that up, then he probably won't say anything himself, but kind of just make a mental note.
Yeah.
Okay, just like a squint.
Yeah,
I think-
like oh,
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think Walter on your shoulder will also be like, just like a little pointed nod.
Oh.
Right. I like what you've sent in chat. That one meme, but it's Ryder cocking his
The
gun and
sun
going, "Sun's
is
haunted."
haunted.
The sun is
sun
haunted.
is haunted.
Girl, help.
Truly. we know it now.
Why
Oh my
didn't they call
God.
him the one who flies before your very eyes?
So true.
Because not only is it in the sky, its thing is also the worms.
Real.
Hire
Worm.
me to do the marketing for the Pantheon.
I don't think you want to be hired by the Pantheon.
No, I don't. I don't.
I don't know if that's your prerogative.
No, it's not.
All right. So it's not too long of a walk, as I mentioned, only about 20 minutes from where you guys started, and that will bring us back to the entrance of the Frostbearer settlement. I would like you guys. Dare I call this a vibe check?
Yeah.
Dare I call it a vibe check, but I would like you guys to roll perception as you begin
Okay, not
to
very good.
approach.
Not great.
Also not amazing. So
pretty damn good on my part. Fuck you
Okay,
guys.
Good. At least someone.
Fuck you guys, I got the brain cell.
I got a 14.
I get the ability to notice things. I also get that weird bard ability that lets me, like, fucking supercharge my proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Alright, so
Yeah.
that is a 24, an 11, and a 14. As you guys begin to approach, the moon gates greet you with icicle-covered entranceways. The fire still bellows from the interior of the small village. That being the fire of the torches that light the pathway. Those seem to be lit with an oil that burns for a particularly long while. Is Cece dead? Cece!
No. Hello?
Oh,
Am I dead?
Cece?
Hello?
You're
I was just
frozen.
muted. Oh.
Okay, there. I think. Okay. There you go. I think you're back. You're back. You're back.
Okay,
You
sorry
were
about
just
that.
frozen in like a look. The fire that lights the torches that line the side of this town, those are lit. But the crackling of the more intense flames is precariously absent as the scene is entered. The simmering of the coal that burned beneath the feet of the prisoners that used to score the settlement is eerily quiet. The doors are closed. The windows are shut. As if the very Grim Reaper herself simply walked across the main road. Eros, with the highest perception check. What you can tell is based on the smell, there is no death yet.
He just starts running for the nearest body, if he can see any, with 24 perception.
The nearest body is one of the ones suspended in the cages. He is frozen to the cage. His skin is entirely blue. His eyes are open. He is covered in permafrost. The coals near the cage's feet are hardly lit. Some cinders remain, but they've been without upkeep. Same story can be said for all of the cages. The prisoners that were kept inside of them being kept alive by the domovoi that were pumping flames at their feet. It was torture, but it was also to keep them from freezing. You see that he is positioned to be as close to a torch as humanly possible, but it is not close enough. Not dead, but he's frozen. All of the prisoners are frozen. Sharpay and Ryder, you just clock like the silence and the lack of people in the streets, but Eros, you instantly make a break towards the nearest cage. What do you do?
Prestidigitation, fire to the coals.
Yep.
And
you
then
just like
starts...
put a hand on the coals and just.
What's the range in prestidigitation? Prestidigitation?
I think it's enough to just like
10
start the
feet.
fire once again.
Yeah.
You're able to
So
like
just
stoke
across
it
as
and-
far as I can.
Got it. And you just like bring as much heat to the body as possible. It is frozen to the cage. Like the cage is made of metal, and so it's like when you lick like something metal in the winter that's frozen, it's like the skin is stuck to the metal.
And then
You
he's
are-
just gonna start slamming Spare the Dyings into people.
Yeah, no, you just like instantly like reach for the bars and grab his leg and try to spare the dying. He's not dead, so not in need of spare the dying. You see, he is physically alive. It is just like the condition I would give it is petrified in ice. So, unable to move, just unable to speak, suspended in frost. This goes for everyone. Like right next to you, as you kind of slam the first Spare the Dying, you hear like hoof prints to your side, just instantly run off to the second nearest cage, as Praveen just like, no, Kage, why the fuck did they stop those fires? Those were keeping them alive! She like
They're
rushes
still
in.
alive. They're still alive, frozen.
She rushes into a like she is at the nearest cage, and she is like, she kind of stops at the bottom of it and looks to you, Eros, and goes, "They don't look alive."
Well, my magic didn't take, so choose the better option. And then he does dancing lights to try to generate some heat around him. I can have 4 orbs max.
Got it. Praveen just like grabs onto the bars and lets them go. Some of her skin stays attached to the bars, and she just like starts pacing around and just gonna go, "Kage! What the fuck?" Kage is just staring blankly.
Someone figure out what's wrong with Kage.
Can Sharpay
Kage just like waves a hand. "I'm fine. He just starts heading into the village as well. He is clearly concerned about the lack of people in the streets.
could Sharpay search for where the Doomavoys are?
Yes, I would like you to roll investigation.
Praveen, be nice. I don't know where his people are.
That is a 25.
25, is Ryder doing anything? You get the sense that like something's wrong here. People are gone.
I mean, I guess I can help look.
Yeah, sure. Roll investigation. Sharpay, you got a 25. You're looking for the domovoi?
Mm-hmm.
You are able to see people's eyes peeking out from the cracks in their walls. Everyone has rushed indoors. That's like all of the domovoi, at least. You can tell that they have crawled inside of a building and are kind of just laying low right now.
I got a 18.
18. So, I mentioned earlier in this session that everyone has a bag of holding in which they store their items. Ryder, as you kind of start trying to scope the area as well, people are staying very quiet, but you do feel a rustling bag of holding. A hand grabs onto your wrist from your bag.
Is that one of you guys?
What?
Something's
Sharpay,
grabbing me.
if you turn around,
Sharpay looks at Ryder.
you see the long arm of the bag man grabbed onto Ryder's.
Oh, that's the bag man. Hey, bag man, you okay?
Sure, I'll accept that.
It like grabs onto your shoulder, Ryder, and like uses you to push itself like partially out of your bag, and is just going to look towards you with these like cold, dead-looking eyes. It's what his eyes always look like. Nothing is really different. It's just the bag man, bro. And his like long, matted and greasy hair kind of unfurls from the bag as he just like points slowly with this long, outstretched finger to his tent. And then also just like, just so that Ryder knows, he will also grab Ryder's hand and point towards it with Ryder's hand, like unfurl his hand to point towards that direction. And then will just like whisper in your ear, Ryder, Q, and will return into your bag.
Ryder's still holding his hand there, just... Okay, I don't know where that is, but
That's
that
nice.
way.
Okay. Everyone else is inside, so they're in there. We should get prisoners inside and then figure out what's up with Marcia.
Kage
What are the
will...
cages made of? Are they just like iron?
Iron, yeah.
Okay. I would have disintegrated them, but I can't do that. I'll just open them normally.
All right, so Sharpay, you begin working on opening cages. Praveen is doing the same and is going to like grab 2 frost bears and like hold them over her shoulders. Kage kind of stares at you guys like with kind of a side eye as you do this, but he's not going to complain. He's also not exactly going to help. He still has hesitation for the particular prisoners he has locked up. Instead, he is just
Kage,
going
you
through...
could go ahead to Marcia if you want.
He nods and is going to indeed go right ahead. Like, he is kind of looking inside of the buildings one by one and is going to, like, kind of do, like, a little, like, a very particular knock on everyone's door, to which, like, people do start knocking back in particular rhythms. He is not going into Marcia's tent right away. He's basically just going along and knocking on everyone's door to make sure that everyone is in there and is responsive. Eventually, he gets to one door, waits for a response, doesn't get one. He body checks himself against the door, heads inside.
Which door is that?
It's just the door of like a civilian spot. It's not Marcia's or
see.
anyone's that you know. It's just a civilian hut.
That's not gonna help keep the heat out or the cold out.
The door
God.
closes.
Okay. I think if he body checked it, that door's gone.
No, it just like came off the hinges a little bit and just opened, but
I
like
see.
he can just like put it
I
back.
see. Okay, that's fine.
he kicks down. It's like that scene in Megamind where like kick down the door and then he just picks it up and puts it back in the spot.
Yeah.
And goes back up.
Yeah, like please, it probably wasn't locked.
No, he just like checks it so that it opens and like gets
Okay,
it locked.
I see. Respect.
All right. Praveen grabs some of the frost bearers and just like, where the fuck are we putting them? Like there's
That door's open.
I mean, your place, I think it was?
Maybe.
That's where we stayed. That was safe. That was warm. Yeah.
yeah, works for me.
Yeah,
She
let's
just
do that.
starts running off. I would say I want you guys to roll. As you guys are transporting the bodies, I'd say as you guys get like the last 2 or 3, I want you guys to roll you guys are just doing this, right?
I am.
Yeah.
I don't know
Not
about
sure.
the other
Sharpay.
two.
Sharpay
Who
is.
is, who isn't? Like, I don't know what everyone exactly is doing in this moment of just like no one sure what's happening.
I feel like Ryder probably wouldn't be much help getting people out of the cave and everything, so he'll
Mhm.
probably he might start checking doors like Kage was doing
Okay.
and
Yeah.
help him out with that.
Yeah, sure. So I want you to roll perception, Ryder.
Okay. That's a 7.
Oof.
Not perceiving.
So you just start like knocking on doors here and there. Everyone does knock back. Okay, so everyone gives you a response. But while you're walking, what you do not pick up is the sound of someone approaching, like from past on beyond the houses. You are too focused right now, also checking the doors. Sharpay and Eros, I would also like you to roll perception as you are moving the bodies.
Not very good at that.
Lucky for
13.
you, I am. Let's see.
Thank you, Eros.
Yeah, Ryder, instead your attention is pulled on the fact that you knock on one of the doors. And everyone's been like giving you a few knocks back. This one that you knock on does not knock back.
And this isn't the one that Kage body
Yes,
checked,
this
right?
is a different one.
Okay, then I'll try and open up and see what's going on.
You kind of like feel around and eventually you grab the handle of the door and you pull it outward. You try to push it inwards. It is locked.
All right, then.
So you got a body check it.
I don't know if I could body check, but I will kick it. I can kick pretty well.
Yeah,
I think.
absolutely. Give me a strength check.
That I'm pretty good at. Unless I roll poorly. Which I did. So I got a 7.
A 7? Okay.
Actually, an 8.
An 8! Congratulations! Congratulations! Just thinking of the end of Evangelion. Just congratulations! Congratulations!
I swear, I'm good with strength.
Yeah.
Ryder, you kind of like take a step back, and unfortunately, you kind of just like you do not expect there to be stairs, even though you went up the stairs to like get onto the porch. It's one of those things where like you kind of skipped up one because of the snow, so you step backwards a little bit too far and just kind of end up like you don't fall back into the snow, but you like stumble back into it, and you're not able to like go ahead and kick. You kind of have to reset yourself in your position. But while Ryder fails his first kick, Sharpay and Rose.
Yeah, I got a 13.
It was.
It was.
It was.
It was.
Oh, woes.
It was.
Obama.
It was.
We're such a mess. Okay. Eros, it was. We're gonna get to you second. Sharpay. You got a 13, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Numbers. Okay, cool. You are more so focused on, once again, like Ryder, in trying to pay attention mostly to getting people to safety, to trying to help everyone. You are on the opposite side of the town at this point as Eros. You guys have divided and conquered to try and get as many of these frostbearers as possible. So you find yourself finding a particularly badly frozen one. Is going to require patience to get him off. Because his eye is open and frozen to the bar. Like it is pushed against it. And you can tell when he fell unconscious, he like slid in a way that his eye got kind of pushed against the bar, covered in frost. How do you want to go about removing him?
Buddy, that eye is probably not gonna be salvageable.
Oh, am I also doing this, or am I distracted by whatever I noticed?
You're doing like your own kind of like
Yeah.
sweep
Right.
of the town, so you guys have kind of
I
divided.
assume
and conquered.
something
I will
else
get
is
to you in
gonna
just a
happen to
moment.
Eros.
Yeah,
that
something
Sharpay's
else
not
is gonna
aware of.
happen to Eros.
So,
Nothing bad
She-
ever happens to Eros.
she doesn't think that eye is gonna work out anymore. So, I mean, she's still gonna pull delicately, but like that she's not. She cares about saving the person, not the eye.
Roll. You're pulling delicately. Roll sleight of hand.
Okay. I can do that.
I do have an idea if you want any input.
I'll get input.
Would you not be able to like get up close and just kind of, because your breath is warm.
That's
Would you not
true.
be able to
You make a
slightly,
very compelling point.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. Sharpie
you could
didn't
maybe
think about that.
safely defrost the eye.
You're probably right about that. Maybe so. I got an 18 for nice sleight of hand. So can I throw that in there?
Yeah, absolutely. So you just kind of start like you kind of make your way up to the bar. Your hands are kind of like, once again, it's like touching really cold stuff where it kind of like hits you with that, like, the only way I can describe it as the feeling of mint against your teeth if your teeth are sensitive, but that against skin, as you kind of just like kind of get up to where he elevated and just blow as much hot air as you can on the eye to the point where you start to see gloss kind of return to it. And you very delicately, slowly, there's like a as the rest of his limbs kind of get pulled in such a way from it, but the eye slowly begins to remove. You see a little bit of stretch, the outer layer, but you're able to just like against it, and it peels off.
Okay.
And
I
you
still think Bro might not be able to see anymore, but that's better than what
do
the alternative was.
at least manage to get him out of the cage.
Okay.
What you do not notice is what Eros does notice. Eros, I have a feeling there might be a question that is evident to everyone, which is why is everyone hiding? Do you have this thought at all?
I think he immediately assumed it was due to the proximity of the sun and the abandonment of the permafrost.
That would be a fair assessment. You keep that in the back of your head as you are delicately removing people from their cages, slowly trying to return them to Bean's tent. As you find yourself looking towards your next target, someone off in the distance, about like 50 feet off, throws into the bars in a precarious position similar to the one that Sharpay just extracted, but on a different side of the town, closer to where Ryder is attempting to kick down the door. It's going down the main street. The star spawn is. It floats past the person in the distance and is heading down in the direction of all of the settlements. It was up a little bit further, where another cluster of houses laid. Now it has turned around and is coming out, where all of you guys are performing your rescues.
How many bodies are there left?
There are about 2. One of them is the one that is past the star spawn. One of them is much closer, but it would still be going towards the star spawn.
And how much time before it approaches? About
1 turn of initiative.
Telepathy group chat. Is Kage still in that?
Yes. If he's in the radius.
Stars.
I think he is.
Yeah, how big is the town if we're on like other
Big.
sides of it?
Big. Like 400 by 400 feet of township.
If Sharpay's too far away, she has the bow, so
Damn, okay.
He thinks really hard, and then he goes hide to hide.
You go to hide?
Yeah.
Roll stealth at advantage?
I think what he does is, like, the cages are all open, but I think he, hops in one and, prestidigitates him to look like he's one of the frozen ones, so he doesn't have to, like, so he has more time to get them out after the star spawn passes.
I like that. Okay, so yeah, you roll stealth at advantage. Ryder, who is
Thank
actively
God, that
kicking
was a
down a
2.
door, roll stealth at disadvantage, and Sharpay, who does not notice it, rolls stealth at disadvantage.
What if I'm not stealthing?
Oh, then you can just fail.
I'm kicking this door down.
Okay,
I don't
fair.
know that there's a
Roll
star
athletics
spawn.
then. Yeah, no, exactly. I guess that's a fair point. I was going to give you guys a fighting chance, but I guess Sharpay and Ryder are distracted. They do not see it.
That's the thing.
And they've not
see
been
it
given
as
any
well.
warning.
And if it's not making like enough noise, he's not gonna really pay that much attention to it.
All right, Eros, you jump into the cage, and you do hear as Ryder backs up and goes to kick the door. Roll athletics.
Athletics?
At least-
oh, heck yeah.
At least maybe Sharpay's 8 stealth will be distracted from by Ryder.
27, baby. Let me
Let's
kick down this door.
go!
Ryder, you rear back your leg, and in a moment of just like, Eros, you are doing everything in your like bodily functions to not flinch at the sound and to still play dead. Ryder just crashes the door open. I spit everywhere. I'll cover in spit. Help me. Oh, I'm nasty.
Need a little baby bib. To help catch your spittle.
I do. You hear a disastrous clatter as Ryder slams his hoof into the door, and the door falls over and just breaks down on the ground. And the door's open, Ryder.
Is anyone in here?
You hear a very, quiet-sounding cough.
Are you okay?
They seem to be struggling to breathe.
I guess I'm gonna go over and see what I can do to help.
Sure.
Why did we send Ryder to do this? I mean, he chose this. He chose this action, actually. Never mind.
He did.
Oh, God.
He's got a healing gun. He's better than Sharpay, so.
Yeah, Ryder, you kneel next to, like, you kind of, like, make your way towards the noise, and you find a very thin and small figure. The thing about this room is that it is deathly cold. There's just a chill going through it. The window is open, and the fire has been snuffed. So, as they kind of cough and shiver, you, like, touch their back, kind of, and it's just, like, frozen. Very cold. They are one of the humans, one of the frost bearers, that was not in the cages. Just a citizen of the town.
My shotgun, that probably lets off some sort of heat, right? I'm not planning on firing it. I just, whenever you describe it as like, you know.
Yeah, no,
like
it does.
Letting
It
out
does.
steam and stuff. So, I think what Ryder will do in an attempt to heat them up a little bit more, is probably pull out that shotgun and just kind of, I don't know if you can, stoke the flames in it a little bit.
Yeah.
Could you also, like, close the window and the door?
I mean, yeah, he might try and set the door back up so the cold is not coming in.
So are you
anymore.
just like, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay, so he probably feels that they're very cold, and that seems to be the issue. He's gonna go back and lift up the door and kind of, because he broke it, right?
Mm-hmm. He did.
Okay, then he's just gonna prop it back up as best he can, where it should be, and then he's gonna go back to the person and take out a shotgun to get some heat.
Okay, yeah, you take it out, and there's kind of like this warmth that does emanate from it, so you kind of like set it right up next to the person, kind of just like instantly like curls into the shotgun. If it goes off, like, this is point blank, but thankfully, like, you know where the trigger is and such, like, you're able to maneuver it, so you know that they're not going to pull it.
Yeah. He's a safe he's a safe guy.
Ryder says gun safety, smile. In fact, you probably just like flick a little lever which like causes the trigger like not to fire even when pulled. Gilly has implemented a safety switch because I feel as if Gilly would do that. And you set it next to the person and try and help them warm up. Eros, from your position, this is about where the star spawn is going to be in the sightlines of Sharpay. Sharpay is in the sightlines of the star spawn, rather. Sharpay, as you take the man out from the cage and kind of like get him hoisted up, like probably in like whatever carry you're doing to maneuver him. You are unable to recognize the danger. As light, like a fucking spotlight, just shines behind you.
Yeah. I don't think I can do anything about that.
They just look. You feel like the eyes behind you, and you hear the wriggling of worms. It kind of all catches up as to why everyone was hiding. They just go. Walk away. Walk away. They float away from you. Right as Ryder has basically knocked down the door, that's when they turn away. And they head towards the noise.
Well, I'll walk away, but I'll put this person in a house, and then, oh no.
Yeah, like, Sharpay, you just, like, grab him, you just, like, okay. And you just, like, skedaddle to the nearest house and just, like... I mean, the doors are pretty much all locked, so you'd have to go to, like, Praveen's place. But you could, yeah.
Fucking... We're 3 for 3 on just punching down doors.
Yeah, you know what? Punch the door. Roll athletics. Get in there.
We're just gonna have this star spawn, like,
I fucked it
hearing
up at the
different
10.
noises and going from place to place.
Yeah, Sharpay, you're just like... You're, like, kicking at this door.
I guess I could have also knocked.
Yeah,
like,
you
hey,
could
can
have.
this person?
You, like...
It's a really aggressive knock,
Yeah,
so
sure.
we'll call it that.
You just knock really fucking hard, and there's a, like... You hear, like, the... of feet inside as the door is pulled open by that, like, 1,000 of spider leg creature, and it just...
Hi. Sorry, I have a person. Yeah.
It
Thank you.
opens up the door, lets you inside, and immediately, like, slams it closed, and then you can tell it immediately regrets its own slamming, because it, like, tenses up. Fortunately, in the distance, you hear the sound of Ryder trying to prop a door up. Which is just like...
The last
with
noise
a-
than kicking it down, at least.
With the star spawn distracted, Eros is gonna try to get those last two guys.
Yep, no. The star spawn,
my
like,
God.
floats right past you, and with your stealth, like, it looks up towards you for just a second, and you see, like, this porcelain mask where its face should be, but it floats past you. You just slip out from the bars, start rushing towards the other people who need help. Start focusing on the precarious rescue. Ryder, you are attempting to this person up. The door that you've precariously prepped up against the wall, you hear it go. As it opens.
Wouldn't it just fall to the ground?
Yeah, no, it literally just goes.
Hello, is somebody there?
I don't even know how to fucking respond to that. Okay, I have to reset because it's just such a funny mental image of just star spawn and Ryder being
I'm
like,
imagining
"Ayo."
it's just like a microwave noise.
It is just going to stare into the scene and is just going to go, "Do you know where the weapon has gone?"
What weapon?
And no.
Oh, wait, who are you? Are you from here?
Be not afraid. I am simply here.
Can I tell that this is a star spawn at this point?
How do you want to vibe check this? That's the thing. Like, it does kind of have this, like, emanating, like the sound of a planet's surface, kind of like that gravitational sound.
Haven't
That's
we
how you can
also heard
infer.
them, like,
Yeah,
speak
yeah,
before?
You have, and they sound fucked up. So, yes, there's, like,
Okay,
a
yeah,
slight,
yeah.
like, weird echo to their voice that I cannot physically
Yeah.
make, but it's there. It's like
That's one
a
of you
bunch
guys.
of... It's like a bunch of worms trying to make vocal cords. So it's like...
That's fitting.
I would like to say, after Eros gets the two guys rescued, whenever this would be, he just starts making the loudest clamor possible, just in the opposite direction.
Damn, okay.
So whenever
Uh,
that would be in the conversation.
Okay.
Ryder is going to respond though. I mean, I do know, but I'm not gonna tell you, and I could just kill you.
No.
That's bold.
Perhaps, but unlike Roxanne, I am not made of flesh. Not squished that easily.
Okay.
This check is merely routine. I would just like a straightforward answer for the census.
Well, they're not here anymore, if that helps.
Whatever Eros is doing in the distance, you hear the clamoring and clattering of just noise. What exactly is Eros doing, like, to grab its attention?
So, have you ever listened to the Mechanisms?
Mm-hmm.
You know the opening song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a cacophony. Oh, God. How are... Yeah. So just this torrential flood of noise immediately, like, washes out throughout the city. It is just going to... You hear, like, the sound of worms, like, get, like, pulled away from you, Ryder, as it clearly backs up. And it has the decency to grab the door and prop it back up as it leaves you.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I'll
I
stay
guess.
here until this person's taken care of then.
It floats towards Eros. You were
He
dead
immediately
moments
hides
prior.
again.
Oh, you hide. Okay, you know what? Roll stealth. As it
Yeah,
turns,
okay.
like, once you see that you've gathered its attention, roll stealth.
While this is happening, can Sharpay try to stealthily get to Marcia?
Yeah, sure. Roll stealth.
Oh, thank God I have good stealth.
Fuck, that fucked it up
This
again.
is so fucking funny.
For the record, the opening to the Mechanisms is like a quick violin, like "Du, du, du, du," and then it's literally just them shouting. Specifically lyrics like "Whiskey aged with gasoline, we're deadly when we're drunk." So settle down and you're sneering little punks for space
Their
is vast.
head-
You are small and dark and bitter cold. The
Their
book is
head
lying
just,
open.
like-
Their real.
Their head just, like, twitches and such as they turn around. It's clear that they do not like the noise, and they just start floating towards Eros's loud distraction. But Eros, you managed to just, like, sneak away in the nick of time.
Cat's paws.
It is unfortunate coordination because Sharpay, as you take this noise as a sign of, oh shit, the coast is clear, I gotta make my move, you just walk out right in front of the star spawn.
Yep. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. And she keeps walking.
Yeah. I probably just woke up.
It was the
everyone in
light
my
earlier,
house. I probably
so
just
she's
woke
gonna
up
need the
everyone in
light.
my house. It just, like, watches you go. Before you leave, you mind quickly answering a question?
Yeah.
I'm doing a quick census. Where is the weapon?
Oh, Pan?
Yes.
I mean, he left. I don't know where he is right now. Don't you have like the eye in the sky? I'm not sure why you're asking us.
Gone to a place that is hard to see. Direction would be most
Mm,
informative.
I see. Well, they were going to the edge of the island. I don't know if they're there yet. She's trying to figure out like the direction they came from the desert basically, and she's trying to figure out like a direction. She's not intentionally trying to lie, but she probably does fuck it up. That way?
Understandable. I thank you for your...
Yeah, no
May the
problem.
sun shine down upon you.
Thanks.
They just ascend upwards into a bolt of light.
Okay.
Starspawn's gone.
All right. Great work, team.
Sharpay, you're in the middle of the road. Eros, you've ducked under cover, and Ryder, you're just trying to heat someone up.
You see like arrows peek down from like a roof. Just kind of like
It's gone.
I
I mean, I don't know where it is.
I told you guys there was a star spawn. Why didn't you do anything?
Oh, it didn't. We were too far away. Sorry.
That's fair.
She kind of looks around. I don't know how much people can hear me, but it's okay now. It's gone.
You hear like the creaking and clamoring of doors just like slowly like
Yeah.
from throughout the city. As everyone kind of just like peeks out, there's a little bit of chattering, and very quickly we'll just get out.
Yeah. Sharpay still needs to go check on where she is, so she's gonna go do that. She skitters away.
Ryder, inside of the small hut you are in, the second that Starswan leaves, that fireplace right next to this person lights, and they just like
Ryder will turn to the direction of it and just. Well, that's convenient.
where is it over?
What is over?
The fog and rain. Suppose that's more of a question for me, sir. Yes, it does seem.
Good. Then, I mean, that's great.
Yeah. This is really warm. Is this yours?
Oh, the gun?
Oh. She looks down at it. Oh, it's a gun.
Yeah.
I don't know if I feel she just like slowly slides it back over towards like where you are. But well thank you for warming me up.
It was the most effective thing I had before the actual fireplace was working. I also didn't know there was a fireplace in here, so.
You look a lot like. Has anyone ever told you that?
There's reasons. I'm kind of an
Okay.
not exactly an illegitimate child.
What?
But
I never knew. Well, thank you, young man, for helping me out. I suppose that. Oh well, I guess I should say that it's probably a stupid system, but I hooked up the fireplace to own consciousness because I find that I sleep better in the cold. I'd never considered that if it was freezing out and I lost consciousness that I would, you know.
freeze.
Yeah.
I would reconsider. In my opinion.
Yeah, no, as we do speak, that is like coming to mind. New ideas. I don't doubt you though, young man. Is there anything I can give you, like a tea, or like I don't know, like I don't even know what I have. Like she just starts like rummaging around her room and such.
You don't have to
I have
give
a
me
pot.
anything.
She like holds up like a ceramic pot.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You probably we'll get more use out of that than I will.
I just want to pay you. I mean, you went out of your way to check on someone.
Sure, I'll take the pot.
She hands you a little ceramic pot. Thank you. Yeah. And I'm gonna reconsider my fireplace arrangement.
Well, you take care then.
Yes, you
I'm
too.
gonna go see what's going on out here.
I am going to warm up because I'm still a little bit chilly.
Ryder's gonna like reach down, grab his gun, and put it back on his key ring, and then like with the pot in hand, just like stroll out. He'll probably as he's getting closer to the door, he's just gonna like lightly tap it with his foot to push it down.
It falls over again, and she goes, "Oh, oh dear."
It was locked. So
Whatever. I mean, I don't blame you.
and then he'll just walk out.
Doesn't even put it back. Like,
Got a pot in his
What can he
hands.
do? His hands are full of pot.
It's alright.
Ryder walks out of.
He can hold it with one hand.
So Sharpay, as you're like heading towards Marcia's hut, you just see Ryder emerge from a building with a pot in his hand.
Everything all right in there?
Actually, yeah.
Cool pot.
Thank you. It was a gift.
That's really considerate of that person to... And she just like trails off and goes into Lucia's tent.
By
That
now,
pot is
Eris-
gonna be so plot relevant someday. I just know
it's gonna, yeah, there's gonna be a use for it, I swear to God.
I'll
We're gonna
find a use for it. I gotta add it to my inventory.
Yeah, you
Maybe
now
we can
have,
put the next sun in it.
you now have like a ceramic pot in like the shape of a wok. Congratulations. It has a lid, by the way, just in case. It has a nice lid.
Okay, I'll make
like-
sure to add the lid.
like
I can't
a-
forget that.
You can't forget the lid. Who knows when you're gonna need it? Eros, by
Makeshift
now, you have managed to gather up everyone and have sat them down in Praveen's house. Praveen is kind of just like sat on the ground, clearly like frazzled. Kinda like look up. She's clearly been gathering all of them. She's like, this is all that was on the east side. You get everyone else?
That should be all of them. I gotta go check on the other two. And he just like takes out the pot of sake and hands it to her.
She will take it and will just like pour a little bit for herself and just throw it back. Just gonna
Yeah,
go,
just to help warm people up once things start getting going.
yeah, okay, I probably shouldn't have
Do you
drank
need a
much,
fire
but, like,
anywhere?
you know,
Like, is there like a
I-
fireplace or something?
I have it sorted. I have it.
Okay, okay,
You go check on the others. Thank you.
cool. And then he backs out.
You guys, I guess, make your way towards Marcia's hut.
I mean, that's
Cider,
where we were told to go.
pot
Yeah.
in hand.
I feel like at this point he probably puts it in his bag.
Yeah, and like you have to squeeze it into your bag of holding because it hardly goes around. But like once you get a little bit, like it goes in. Then you kind of like get the pot lid in, and by the time that everything is situated in your bag, you now have one pot within your inventory, and are opening the blinds
And-
with Sharpay. Yes, and a lid, and are opening the blinds into Marcia and the bag. Hut. She is better than how you last saw her. Considering you last saw her, like, fucking conked out on the ground, big improvement all around. Her eyes are black. Unlike the cold blue that they previously sat at, it's as if ink fell into her pupil and sclera. It's also matte texture, like light does not acid reflux reflect off of it with like the gloss of a well-hydrated eye. And as you guys all enter, she is just going to go, well, I had the bagman try to warn you to take cover.
I
That-
see.
He's not the most talkative.
Understandable.
Who just like, there's a couple of bags like tied to the wall, and you see him like slink out a little bit and just like do a shrug of, I
You did
attempted.
great. It was great.
And,
I'm glad you're okay. Yeah.
and I appreciate your concern. She like stands up and peers out the side of her tent where people are starting to repopulate the streets once again. You actually like see Kage taking someone like that, another like very small kind of humanoid towards Praveen's hut. It's clear that people are starting to set it up as some sort of medical bay, as Kage is basically just talking to his citizens, trying to make stuff work. He sits down and starts communicating with Praveen. They are clearly like talking back and forth about like giving and dividing medical care as quickly as possible. He sets, like, as you kind of like peek out, she kind of just like watches, and you guys can get a glimpse of it too. as he sets one of his people aside, who is clearly like a bit ill, but not the worst, and he starts giving his aid to and like kind of directing everyone. There's tension, but he just turns and like nods towards her, and it's clear that they are starting their negotiations while trying to save. She turns around. You'll be happy to know that besides the odd malfunction in fireplace, everyone was in a most safe position.
Oh, you'll be happy. And he pulls out the hair from Pan.
Yeah.
That I am happy to see.
Sorry, we
Well,
couldn't get a horn. It was very tall.
Yeah. For what
That's
it's worth,
fine.
this is not something I say to alarm you. This is a good thing, actually. It's still alive. It's somewhere else. So it's hopefully going to cooperate a little more because it was being controlled. It wasn't consenting to what it was being forced to do. It wasn't having a good time. So we'll see how well it's able to free itself. But I mean, if you need more, it's still around.
I must ask, out of sheer curiosity, or anything, how did you manage, then, to satiate such a beast?
You'd have to ask Ryder. I have no idea what he said.
She, like, kind of like...
Talk to her.
How fascinating. Talked to it. And here I was
I mean, that's the gist of it.
And here I was, under the assumption that it was some sort of ancient colossi. Of course,
Oh, it is.
And you spoke its language?
Yeah.
How rare. The language died many years ago.
And I cannot give you any more info. Not out of like it's classified sort of deal, but more I don't know myself.
You don't need to trouble me with that. I understand already that you folk are just quite interesting. She kind of leans back and is going to reach over to the side of the room where she has a pot. A pot very similar in like decoration and shape to the one Ryder has been. It seems to just be like what these people use and such. As she pulls it over and is just going to go, you'll be happy to know that I have more answers for you, Eros.
Yay! Okay, let's do this.
That is, if you are ready. Discuss such things. I understand.
Lay it on me thick. I'll take a couple hours afterward.
I understand that you all have had quite the day, and I don't mean to keep it moving so rapidly. But, well, I was hoping that you would stop by. Because dare I say it's quite fascinating. My humble opinion. She takes the pot and will reveal it, like kind of turn it over in a way so that it does not spill, and she will just describe it out for Ryder. The pot that I am reaching out towards you all is full of black blood. This all came from my system. I unceremoniously threw it up for about as long as you were gone. Made it a bit of a troublesome task to keep relatively quiet when that star spawn came door to door, but, well, I do what I must. 8 pounds. There's 8 pounds of black blood in here. 8 pints, 8 pounds. The humanoid body typically carries only 10. A pint's a pound, the world around. A pint of blood, a pound of flesh, a pound of soul, a person. I have not experienced all curses. My lifetime has been short, but my bones carry knowledge of lifetimes I have not physically served. It knows. I know. In my marrow I can tell, but a pint of blood would typically be spilled in the purse of your extremity, but yours has returned 8. I said it before when the proceedings happened. You are not the sole bearer of this. It is a legacy. One of the qualities of liquid is that it takes the form of the vessel it's in. This is expected, without manipulation in mind. Allow me to perform you all a small curiosity, and I will describe for those who cannot see. Quite fascinating. She takes the pot and she dips it out onto the floor. And as if the floor was hydrophobic, it scatters into 8 points. And they all start to take a form. First point she describes: a human amongst a farm of cattle. But watch and listen. Blood just bursts, and it reforms. It bursts and returns as a beast. The second she draws her finger towards it, like scraping her nail across the ground, and taps the ground. An Eracock flying happily through the sky. She waits for a moment. It explodes and returns. An agonized soul. Next, she draws her finger across once again. A dragonborn on a throne. Waits. The head explodes. It morphs into a wretched, headless dragon. Next, an Azamar in the midst of a storm. Now this one is most curious. In the typical time it would take for the blood to burst in the other portraits, this one does not. But figures begin to rise up around them, and they both. And that agonized soul, the same one from Rakakra, has joined this one. Interesting. It continues. She draws her finger once again towards the next portrait. This one appears to be a construct of sorts. A warforged. Another very interesting curiosity. It explodes and the blood drips down. It flows like a river. Down towards the next. Isn't it interesting? It looks exactly like the previous construct. But this one has a figure over their shoulder. I think she's human, this one. She points towards that figure next to this construct. Watch what she does. The humanoid figure rips something out of the construct. He tears out art. It all explodes. That brings us to the final one. A dagger. This one does not burst, but the blood begins to boil. It starts to trail towards what would be the final point of an octagram. But here is where things get muddy. It all just returns to the center. All of the blood. And then she takes the pot and instantly puts it over top of the just like boiling cluster of blood, this clot in the middle of the room. And you guys hear it burst underneath the pot. She scoops up the pot and like uses a little bit of magic to like swirl the blood back into it and then just sit on her lap. Quite interesting. That appears to be the vessel that it wants to take. Our bodies, our blood, our bones tell a story. A proper burial and embalming tells a lot about a person, but you'll get there when you get there. For now, though, you know the title of your book, the word spoken, the one that causes your curse to activate. That is the title. Curse. And from there, the only other thing I've been able to discern are the chapters of your book. The herd, the flock, the head, the slaughter, the blood, the altar, the kindling, and then time shall tell. She gathers up the blood and is going to just cast her hand like over the surface and is going to cast Produce Flame as it burns up until it is all evaporated from the bowl. Curiously enough, when curses burn, you're able to see, when these remnants, when I study them, you're able to see where they come from, which of the 3 evils they are spawned from, but this one gives hints of all of them. Smell it? Feathers? Fish scales? That earthy scent in the air? All 3. Perhaps a little something more. Ambrosia? Wine? Something more refined, something higher. It's the same as yours, Fair Whistle. I'm sure you can guess from there. Must have bestowed the curse upon you both. Both react in the same way. They're not Sharpay's. Sharpay's, you can easily tell. She kind of just like presses Sharpay's arm and like turns over her wrist and illuminates some of her veins using like a light spell. And you can kind of like smell as she does this, that like Gaia like stench that is very earthy. And she lets go of your wrist. But I'm just an old hag. I do not hold all the scriptures. All I hold are the numbers of the passages. It's up to you to read them. That's my findings. If it helps. But of course, I must just say, this curse seems very foretold, does it not? Which makes me want to stress that fate no longer exists. Only spontaneum. He looks you in the eyes, Eros. I have given you this information, but it is up to you to decide what the cards mean. You roll the dice. You hold your own hand. You. Just you at the end. He sits back. That is all. I have spoken my wisdom.
Thank you. That's very interesting. She kind of she glances over at Ryder. I think was that described for? It was described for Ryder, right?
Yes, yeah. She described everything.
She kind of leans over and whispers, "Owen's probably dead." That's
That did sound like it.
yeah. Man, is that what their name was?
What?
Damn.
I'm missing dots.
yeah,
You're drawing lines between.
It's someone we used to travel with was a warforged who we suspected had Genesis's heart in them, and they are probably dead now. So you leave a guy alone for like a week, and they just croak.
You recognized some of those things?
I mean, I'm guessing, but it seemed like them. In the Azamar, I mean, I don't know exactly if it would be Lee, but they're the storm person. I know best. Yeah. Concerning, but good to know.
I mean, yeah. What did they also have? I don't think they also. You would have known if they had curse, right? This one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He has a curse. Oh shit, does Sharpay know that?
Lee? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Lee.
Okay,
talked about
okay,
his
yeah,
curse,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. He has another soul thing going on where like there's another person in his body that like takes over sometimes. So he was around
Same
pre-curse
curse?
war, so
No, yes, I'm gonna need
not
something.
not your curse, but that's why it's weird because I mean if he also has your curse, then that's two curses and that's weird. I don't know.
I guess the
Um,
only thing I will say, the
mhm.
DM, the Bible. That's all.
The Bible.
The Bible.
Hey,
The Bible.
hey, Hag, do you
You
have
know
any
how
like
big the
specific
Bible
numbers
is?
to look up in the Book of Leviticus?
Don't worry about it.
Leviticus is. I don't know. That was.
Oh boy,
That's
the
not
Book
where I
of
would go with it.
Leviticus. Oh boy.
No.
It-
You were religiously traumatized. What's in the Book of Leviticus?
Leviticus, from what I know, I'm pretty sure has like talks about a lot of laws and stuff.
Laws of what?
I forget exactly what.
Google.com. What's the book of Leviticus about?
What's the deal with Leviticus?
I'm not a Bible scholar, that's for sure.
When you joined my campaign, I was expecting all of you to read the Bible. No.
God's desire
Sorry,
to
you
repair his.
should've- yeah, it's laws. Oh.
I'm looking at this answer and I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Is it the same? Are we looking at the same answer?
Probably.
BibleProject.com.
Oh, I'm looking at sparknotes.com.
Oh, okay. What's the answer you got?
The laws are extremely detailed, outlining every aspect of how and when religious offerings are to be presented to God.
I'm gonna send what I got to Dean because I don't know if this will ruin things or not, but I don't know. I haven't read the Bible.
Don't worry, I haven't either. That's a lie. I actually did read the Bible for this campaign.
What are your thoughts and feelings
Respect.
about that one?
And read her Bible. I'm gonna give you a come see come saw on that.
What?
Oh shit, sorry, I realized that only Canadians say that. Come see come saw is
What?
French for like
People
so-so.
say come see, come saw.
That's a normal
I've never
phrase.
heard it.
What?
It's a French thing, it just means like so-so.
Okay, cool.
I don't know why I was so incensed by that.
Anyways,
I hope you guys have enjoyed me just like shadily like doing like
Yes, I
net
have
filing
enjoyed
emails.
that.
I do what I do. Marcia nods. Well, I hope the information does you well. With whatever you use it for.
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
But of course, I don't think I'm the only one who owes you information.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah.
She nods.
Mhm.
If you have any questions ever, come to Marcia. I'll take care of you.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. We probably need to go to bed, though.
God, please.
If you can. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you around.
she nods. Right. You head out into the streets of the Frostbearer settlement. Most people are mostly focused on getting their operations back in order. But a fair few people have gone to give aid towards the ailing people within Pravine's home. The Jumavoy have sparked a couple of flames This time not to burn the feet and torture, but to give warmth throughout the area. Kage has kind of been making his way throughout the scene. I'm sorry, Cole, I just read what you put in chat. Leviticus is also where people get their supply of anti-gay versus pantheon homophobia. Uh-oh, guys. Let it be known, none of the homophobia Bible stuff will ever be mentioned in this campaign, because I think it's stupid.
Genesis is the
Alright,
world's
guys,
most prolific gay
Eros is
person.
now homophobic.
No!
Fuck up.
Leviticus be homophobic.
The
This
main
is
difference
not-
between Eros and Leviticus.
This is not the homophobia, and I just want to say, for all my people in the audience who are religiously traumatized, I see you. Don't worry.
It's the home of every other phobia, though.
Yeah, I basically just, like, I use the Bible in a sense of it is a very recognized story of good, evil, of laws and sacrifice, and of, like, very prominent events that, like, toe the line of things that are just, like, aggressively holy in ways that are very fucked up. Like, it's not... Okay, this is, like, gonna be me going into a whole discussion here, but I use it for the imagery. That's where I'm getting
That's
at.
valid. I respect it.
So
They went off with them. They went off with them.
exactly,
Stained glass windows.
they fucking went off with the imagery, and that's what I use in my campaign.
Dude, fucking rose windows? Those things are
Real.
gorgeous.
Holy
real.
shit!
Okay, but they also went off with like angels and shit. That's cool. That's
I
cool.
was looking at angels earlier today.
real. Anyways, where are you guys headed?
To talk to
Uh,
Kage. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Eros is gonna stop by the medical area, just wipe out the rest of his spell slots before he, goes to take a nap. But also,
Yeah.
he'll see them going over to Kage and be like, oh, it's Kage.
Yeah, Kage is
Mhm.
also at the medical area, and he's kind of just like also providing as much aid as he can. He's giving like sake to people to help warm them up. But as you guys approach, he corks his bottle and he just like turns around and is just going to go, I know you need to rest soon, but I do believe it might be imperative to have the information that I have sooner rather than later.
Maybe so.
Alright, let's do this. Ugh. He sits
Especially
down.
with how quick everything is moving. He will, like, call you all to the side, into a side room of Praveen's home. I guess he will just sit down, kind of on the ground, kneel.
Is
And-
Praveen with us?
Praveen is currently, like, tending to her people, but I think she will turn around and just go, like,
Okay.
I'll be back, she says, like, towards someone she's, like, kind of holding the hand of, and then she walks over and joins the rest of you all. Alright.
Eros did shoot off a couple of spells. Do you want me to like actually roll for those, or just say yeah?
We'll just say that they, like, work out. You could just, like,
Cool.
do the subtraction, like, based on that, but you're definitely helping people get healthier quicker.
Yeah. So I'm
alright.
not gonna do any calculations because I'm lazy.
Got
If that's
it.
alright.
Yeah, of course. Kage brings you all into this kind of side room, and Praveen joins. It's the one that you guys have eaten breakfast in Praveen's home. He kind of just, like, takes a knee on the floor. Praveen does. Okay. So who the fuck is hunting us? Kage kind of looks around. It is not us that he is hunting. It is specifically
Eros looks at Ryder.
Sure,
Praveen
I
looks
also
at
looks at Ryder.
I think he can probably feel the eyes
yeah,
on
you
him.
can.
Anybody got any guesses? He knows that everyone's looking at him.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I have a hunch for Praveen personally.
Really? We all think it's you, Ryder.
I know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Dare I ask, have you done anything that would significantly piss people off?
Well, I mean, I
think
went
anything
into
did.
here concerned about, all of this happening to the Outlands because of me. So I mean, there could be that.
I mean, we should probably let Kage tell us that. I'm imagining it's more so the Dead Zones thing than anything you did.
The method for his anger is not the main concern. Because truth be told, even if you knew what motivated him to hunt you down, it's unlikely you would be able to convince him to stop his pursuit. I smelled his scent on you when you entered my... The man following you has passed through the settlement before.
Oh, that guy.
He never...
I totally thought you were calling it that. Okay, sorry, continue.
He never spoke. He simply watched the head settlement, the building we're in, for a minute or two. I approached him. I offered him a drink. He seemed to be outland folk. He did not speak, but his look spoke for him. We shared a sake, but he never drank any. He just put it to his lips, never opened his mouth. I know little further, other than... I assumed, based on his look, that he was from a dead zone, born from one like I was. But, despite the fact that he reeked of zones, escaped them, like myself and my people, he did not share the blood of someone born from the chaos. Instead, his body told of someone with great sorrow, even greater rage. It's a sensation I knew all too well with my own cuts and scars, and it appears to be all he knows. Anger and sadness. Don't have a name. But what I have is... what? It's hunting you. Is a shell of a man. A vessel fueled by hate. They're called revenants. They feel most alive when their object of obsession suffers. Their only motivation: revenge.
So they think I wronged them, most likely.
Typically, their targets are who killed them.
I mean, at this point, that could probably be a number of people.
From my
How many people have
base
you
knowledge-
killed?
I mean, not that many, but
from my base knowledge of how the universe loves to play us like a fiddle and then drown us in a lake, he slowly looks at Praveen. Well, I mean, it'd be a really
I mean,
like-
unfortunate circle.
She, nods, she kind of furrows her brow, and she kind of, her eyes widen as she gets the sense of what you're talking about, and her hand reaches down towards the dagger that Kage had given back to her. That was... She just goes, no. No.
I get what you're saying. I mean, there is not an insubstantial number of names. I say this somewhat in jest because I think this is unlikely. If this is won a third time, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I mean,
kind of
I don't think I
inconvenient.
killed one, though. That wasn't really
I
me.
guess not. You did help, but yeah.
I mean,
get
yeah.
it.
It'd be really inconvenient if this is his third time and his name is one.
True. I don't think it is though. It's I mean, Sharpay saw the antlers, right? Can I say that?
Yes.
Yeah, antlers. He had normal horns.
He
Or not
slowly
normal
looks
horns,
back
but
to
tiefling
Praveen.
horns.
I know what you're implying. I would have recognized him. If it's who you're implying.
Is it him or is it a revenant of him?
I don't think he could be angry enough to do something like that. You don't know who you're talking about. Okay? You're throwing his name into the mix, and
Yeah,
Felix-
okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He like stands
Just-
up kind of like abruptly and just like kind of like paces a little bit.
Just the only thing I could think of.
Do you know anything else, Kage?
He shakes his head no, but kind of pauses for a second, and then his stance like shifts a little bit. Like he kind of tenses his muscles for a second, and he also kind of starts like slowly getting to a chill goes through the air. Like everyone to roll perception.
Please, for the love of God, let us rest.
Please.
On him point
I
Andy's.
fucked it up.
Got a
You said perception?
17.
Perception?
12.
Yep.
Yes.
A natural 20.
Let's
Natural 20.
go.
Let's go.
Thank you for carrying arrows. I can't. My rolls have been terrible.
It's so of mine, but don't worry. I have that board thing that like
That's all you
cracks
need. That's what matters.
It's blended in a bit with the howling of the wind, but Eros and Ryder, you pick up on it. Mm-hmm. The humming of the revenant in question.
Get the fuck out of here.
How far is it?
It is getting closer. From where it is right now, it is about 120 feet away, rapidly approaching. Kage stands up instantly and is just going to go, "This is what I was concerned about. There's something else about revenants, and it is that they always know where their target is, no matter what plane they're on, no matter how hidden they think they are. They always know where they are, and their automatic target is always to get as close as quickly as possible. You can delay the inevitable, but he is always coming for you."
Okay, good to know.
Okay. Is their plan to kill me?
Yes.
How do we kill a revenant?
How does
That
Gilly fit into that?
I don't know. Once again,
He likes
they feel
wi-
most
he likes
alive when
wyverns.
they feel most alive when their object of obsession suffers the most. Fear, when their obsession is in fear or is in anger or is in hatred or feels any sort of negative emotion, they get stronger. They'll do anything to make you feel your worst, and then they will take revenge. You
Gilly.
don't have much time. Now let me help you as you have helped me. I can hold him back as you find safety. Closest island, 200 feet from the one we stand on. I can't guarantee its safety, for I only know my own. There are further islands, but they exist much deeper in the distance. I trust your gut.
What direction?
He points off to the side of the island that is basically opposite from where the Revenant is approaching from.
I'll grab. Fuck! I used my spell slots.
Yeah. He
I
is
can
just
fly us.
he is just going to look down and is just going to go, "I'm sorry, I had to call you in here as quickly as possible, but it slipped my mind with everything happening. I probably should have told you on the walk, but unfortunately my strength was gone, but..."
That's understandable.
It's okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Sharpay, you grab Ryder. Give one of us the cloak. We'll
Yeah.
fly everyone else over.
Yeah.
He looks at Praveen, and Praveen is going to go, my people are dying. They're all gonna go down, and you're just, she just, like, starts pacing around. I don't know if I should...
You can stay if you need to. This is your people, and besides,
It's not
I mean-
interested in them, is it?
Yeah, I was
It's-
gonna say. I mean, surely if we get out of here,
Yeah.
It's not what I'm...
then
She,
you
like,
can
kind of...
you can
She kind of catches herself, and then she looks at Kage, and Kage is like, "If you wish to continue with them, I will give you my word that I will stop at nothing to continue giving your people aid. I will not hesitate to retaliate if they harm me or my people again. But, so long as they are kind, I will protect them. It's our agreement. If you want to go with them, you go, okay? But there's not much time to dilly-dally and decide. Once again,
you can also stay if you'd like. We'll be
Praveen,
all right.
like, taps her foot a little bit and, like, considers.
Sharpay, get going.
Okay. Tell Nino what's happening. I know we're leaving. But
Okay.
yeah.
Kage nods. What are you guys doing? Like a snap, like spur of the moment. What is the instant like snap decision?
Dimension door rider to the next island. Well, hand over the dragon cloak first so we can get
Oh
over there.
wait, damn. Hold on. Can Dimension Door just get you there?
500
said-
feet.
Are we at the edge of the island?
It's 500 feet, and it's
But wait,
200. It's
Actually,
the-
yeah, no.
the distance-
500 feet
yeah,
would
200
be enough
feet. It's that way.
to just Dimension
Yeah.
Door to it. You're right. Damn,
Yeah,
you're right.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I
so
know magic. I
That
know
easy.
this spellcaster.
Eros can just sure. Eros.
Well, I can't do that. I told Sharpay to do that.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
you tell Sharpay to do it. Sharpay.
Yeah,
dragon
she'll
cloak.
gives it.
Thank
All right. So Sharpay, you toss over the dragon cloak. Sharpay, you just like grab onto Ryder. I guess
Zoom.
Ryder consent
Yeah.
to being
Yeah,
teleported. All right.
I consent.
All right. Thank you for consent. Consent is good. So we are going to roll the very quickest initiative possible
Okay.
to see what happens first: this dimension door or this attack. So basically, Sharpay, roll for initiative with me. No one else
Okay.
needs to. Just Sharpay.
Oh, okay. Dang, the one time I rolled.
Can I do
well.
anything about that?
You know what?
What are
If
the odds?
Ryder rolled well, he can give advantage.
Oh, my
To
my
Sharpay.
initiative. Yeah, okay. Advantage.
Give advantage to
Okay.
Sharpay.
Thank you.
I can
Thank you.
feel
Because
it.
I got a 9.
Ooh, yikes.
Okay. 23.
23? 23, and let me very quickly pull something up. Sorry, I had to do something real quick.
Can I give Sharpay a quick thing of inspiration?
Yes, you can.
I'd
Very
like
quick.
that.
All right. So, what do you do, Eros?
I
this
know
inspiration.
we're like fucking beraggled and fucking exhausted. My God, but think about just. I mean, we're still here.
We're still here,
We'll
and
get-
that is enough to give Sharpay inspiration. So that is a D10 inspiration dice. I am going to roll initiative against you.
We'll get through this too.
Okay. So my initiative is going to be just a dirty 20, which you beat, Sharpay. So
Okay.
here's how
Yippee.
this is going to play out. Sharpay, you just reach over towards Ryder and you grab him, and you guys instantly start to feel the dimensions twisting as you begin to kind of force yourself through reality towards a location that you're basically guesstimating, but if it's as Kage said, it should just be one dimension door away. So you close your eyes and you just let the fates pull you away right as you hear like an arrow shooting through the air towards you guys. It like arrows, you watch it because like you are out of the way. It is a dead shot directly towards Ryder that is going through the screen door directly at his head, and you see it like get to the point where it is about to spear through him right as Sharpay grabs him, and the two vanish.
Okay. Yippee.
So Ryder and Sharpay, you guys have successfully escaped. And Kage is
Okay.
going to turn to you, Eros, and is just going to go, "You have a plan to get out of here."
He holds up the dragon cloak and goes, are you, what's your decision?
Praveen just like paces around a second and is just gonna look. "Going with you guys."
Alright, I don't know how to use this thing, and then he throws out the cloak.
All right. You just throw the cloak?
Yeah, I
Bro.
throw the cloak at her.
Oh, at Praveen. I remember last time you just like put it on Ryder. So I think, yeah, you just like throw it at Praveen, and much like how you did with Ryder, Praveen is just going to like morph and such and shift and such, and like draconic wings begin to open, and you see like through that little like tear in the wall where the arrow shot in as a like skeletal hand reaches through and just down the screen door as the cloaked figure of the Revenant peeks through. Kage is going to crack his knuckles and head toward the guy and just fucking like fist open go to fucking slam him right across the head. And basically the two just like get into an all out just like fucking hand-to-hand combat with one another. It's clear the Revenant is trying to just walk past the situation, but Kage is on him in an instant, gets him to the ground, and does his best to just slam his fucking fists into his head.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna give Kage a bit of inspiration, just as Eros is like hanging on to whatever the fuck Praveen is. He's just
Yeah.
gonna go. Genuinely, I think you're one of the least monstrous things possible.
Kage gives you a thumbs up and is going to, in his Oni form, is going to slash down against the Revenant, but you, like, hear the sound of his like, the Revenant's bones instantly, like, repairing up its body as it just, like, claws into Kage. Very clearly, they're just in a fight. So, from there, it doesn't take long before large wings outstretch around you, and you hear this, like, draconic rumbling voice. I forget if people can speak in their dragon forms. I think it's a yes.
I think it's telepathy.
Yeah, I think it's telepathy, so she's just gonna go, all right, get the fuck on.
I'm on.
All right. And Praveen and Eros, you guys fly off into the air. I was not expecting Dimension Door to be the way out here, but considering Radar was just taken out of the equation, it has no malice towards you guys, and Kage is just going to remain fighting it off as Sharpay and Eros, you break out into the sky. Or not Sharpay and Eros, Eros and Praveen, you guys break out into the sky towards the nearest possible island. All right. Whew. Quick moment of chaos for you all there. Oh boy.
Hell.
Hell
Oh.
world.
Agony. I want to
No.
go to bed. You
Go to
fucker.
sleep. All right. Just like changing the ambiance. Situation has changed. Oh, hey, Jay the Wizard. I did not see you in chat earlier. What's up? Hey, gang. We're running for our lives. What's up, guys? All right. Ryder and Sharpay. You have teleported to the nearest island. Of course, you teleported blindly in the direction of it. So by the time you guys open your eyes, you're unsure as to what is going to meet you. What does is a abhorrent noise of just buzzing. As you basically feel as if you're in this fucking sandstorm, as things keep pelleting against your body, and everything is just, like, covered in these little pellets that the second that they land on your skin, they crawl against you for a second before flying off. You are in a swarm of locusts.
Just
And
like
Okay.
the
Not a big deal.
Bible.
This is just like the Bible.
This is just like the Bible.
Are they coming from one specific direction at all, or
They are just spinning around in a sandstorm of them. And
okay? Because Sharpay will probably whip out her parasol and try to like kind of
actually,
find where
I
the
was-
wind is.
I was gonna make you guys roll a dexterity saving throw, but I think the parasol is, like, enough to protect you guys as, like, bugs
Yay!
start to, like, pellet against the side of your parasol. And Ryder and Sharpay, you're getting, like, covered, like, horns and feet with it, but behind the parasol, your main organs are protected for the time being. As
That's okay.
oh,
Bless you.
What?
thank you. As you are in the midst of a sandstorm of torrential buzzing. Where you find yourselves.
I guess you should get out.
Yeah, I'd like to get out.
The question
Third,
of where out is.
Yep. Can we find any sort of shelter? Could I investigate for that?
Roll investigation, yeah.
Yay.
However, in the meantime, Eros and Praveen, it does not take you guys long to see the nearest island. The sandstorm that seems to encompass the outside is what everyone else now knows is locusts, but to you it just looks like sand until you approach it. The sun can hardly breach it. It's just a buzzing cloud. A small hum comes from its direction, but somehow, beyond this storm of noise, you can see some roots hanging at the bottom of the island. And as you approach, it just gets louder by the second. It smells like roadkill. You feel itchy as you approach. This phantom sensation rolls over your scalp, legs, and arms as the sandstorm buzzes and hisses. You see it. And it isn't long before Sharpay and Ryder see it. Or, I guess, Sharpay sees it. Ryder, like, emoji, bouncing up and down. There is a light inside of the buzzing. It appears from a glance to be about 50 feet from the storm, and it crackles with an intensity stronger than fire. It's like sunlight. It's the only sign of life, besides the locusts. Ravine turns up towards you and is gonna go, they're gonna get fucking devoured in there. That's the island we sent them to?
Do locusts eat meat?
I wouldn't be surprised if these ones did, considering everything.
Well, shit.
She flaps her wings as she gets closer to it and is just gonna go, how about we fly by, pick them up, get towards that light?
Towards the sunlight, like the thing we've been trying to avoid?
I don't know, okay. I don't know if we're gonna have much time to discuss once we're in there.
Yeah, let's just start going. Let's pick them up
Alright.
first, and then we'll go from there.
So, Sharpay, as you guys investigate for surrounding, you're able to see that light off in the distance, just about like 40 feet off from where you are currently standing. It is, like before, just an orb of sunlight.
Cool. Do I get the sense that this is also like a sentient one?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else like surrounding it? Is this like a prayer sort of situation, or is it just hanging out?
It's just a pocket of sunlight.
Okay. Probably just to be polite, because she's sure it sees them. She just kind of like nods her head like, "Oh, hello."
A locust
We're,
flies into your mouth.
Ah, fuck. Sorry.
Hey, that's good protein.
I think we're on our way out.
Literally fucking Praveen and Eros just fly overhead, and Praveen lands down next to you and is going to take her wings out and just shield you guys. Okay, we all got out, but there are bugs fucking everywhere. What's the plan?
I'll probably leave.
Where?
Do you want me to be a dinosaur?
Let's
Look for one.
Where are we leaving?
Same direction. Keep going.
Same direction, keep going. Okay, towards the sun,
Oh, well,
or?
I mean,
around the sun.
Up around the sun, preferably out of the locusts.
Yeah.
Okay. Praveen will just scoop you guys up, and I suppose...
The dragon only lasts a minute.
Oh, never mind. Praveen just, as she goes to try and scoop you guys up, she just poofs back into satyr form.
Ash.
Yeah. I'll be a dinosaur. I'll give me just... She grabs her beast mask and is going dinosaur mode.
Before you do, I would like you to roll a dexterity saving throw. That is all of you, as the locusts start to get more intense.
Okay. That's a 19.
19?
Yep, cocked.
Say a dex save.
Yeah, dex save.
Ooh, cool.
We are 1 hit point Andes. This is terrible. I'm
Yeah.
still thinking about how you said that.
What'd you get, Cole?
22.
22? Okay. So 17, 19, and a 22. That all succeeds, so you're going to take half damage.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to tell if 29 is my correct HD, or if Eros healed me after I got up there, if that's not correct.
I think Eros
I
did.
healed you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So these locusts
I'm
do
also
indeed.
trying to figure out. I don't think I got that low last
Oh
time.
yeah, because you didn't get
Yeah, you
tackled.
didn't get stepped on.
Yeah,
You were
that's-
good.
I don't actually think I lost all of my HP, so I think my 120 HP is probably correct.
Yeah.
The damage that you
that
guys are all
sounds
going
cor-
to take is 18 points of piercing damage as locusts begin to just like bite and snap at you guys. And Praveen drops. Eros,
Okay.
both of them just
Yep.
drop. So now it's
Okay.
just Sharpay and Ryder.
Let's get out of here, healing gun. She'll continue transforming into dinosaur.
You become Dino.
Dino. She probably she kind of like shuffles at Eros with the one wing. She has like the stupid like talons at the end of the wing. It's like grabbing them with. Does Ryder like? I'm assuming Ryder would probably grab Praveen or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's a bad time for a crisis to be happening because I've lost all cognitive ability.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Let's get out of here.
All right. Eros has the shroud on, right?
The double?
The
Yeah.
double.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you can still like
Yeah.
talk and stuff. But there
Yeah.
are locusts everywhere,
Okay.
so like, you know.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys Sharpay, so you break out into this like giant Quetzalcoatlus form. And where are you heading again? Just towards the sun?
Around the sun, ideally.
Sure.
Like a still trying to go in this direction, but like
Okay, so you do indeed scoop up Eros, and like Ryder grabs Praveen, and the two of you guys start trying to brave the swarm. Of course, they are biting and gnashing at you as you go. I'd say that this is kind of like a damage over time thing, where that 11 damage, it is individual bites as they kind of like land onto you and just like try and crawl under scales and like get into your fur. You're itchy. That's the main thing. You're fucking itchy. I do also want everyone to make. Never mind. Not yet. So, how much is your movement speed, Sharpay, in this dino form?
It is 80 feet. I'm probably dashing.
80 feet? Okay. Cole is dead.
No.
I'm tired.
We're finishing up soon. Hang in there, King.
No.
So, you manage to get within range, Sun. As you get closer,
Yeah.
you do notice the locust swarm not enter its space. Yes, of about 30 feet around it. Enter. Swarm in a circle around it, so you're able to pull Ryder and Eros into the swarm. Or Ryder and Praveen, or Eros and Praveen into the swarm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just there.
They should probably get healed.
Gonna scoop us up, keep going, or
I guess I can shoot.
Yeah. I think
Ryder.
that's ideal.
how
You
many
pull out your gun.
bullets of that do you have?
I mean, what?
How many bullets do you have of that?
I have so many bullets.
It just uses normal bullets for that gun, right?
Oh, trust me.
All
I
right.
can't remember how many I bought, but I bought
I think it was
plenty.
like 500.
Something like that.
Good lord.
But yeah, I can shoot.
All right.
Um,
Yep.
You take a shot?
yeah, I guess like, are we doing initiative or do I just
No, you
like
can
pew
just-
pew?
You can just pew pew.
All right, I guess I'll do like 2 shots each and see if that helps.
Sure. So you go up to the both of them and you just like tick, 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 into the both of them, into both Praveen and Eros, and just hope that it's enough to get them both up. As the locusts are kind of swarming you. Sharpay, you're still Dino?
Yeah, I'm remaining Dino. We gotta get out of here.
Are you looking around while Ryder is getting them up?
Yeah.
Sure.
Mhm.
Roll me perception.
What are we? Did I add my dex last time?
Yes, Dex.
Dude.
17
Okay.
perception.
17 perception? I suppose as Eros is getting up as well, they can roll perception, like while they're just like on the ground, kind of like slightly perched up.
Reed, you need a better perception roll.
No, you don't, but I just,
Okay.
Curious.
That's 21 healing for Eros.
Eros.
Oh yeah, that's plenty.
Eros is up.
21.
And
So that would
I guess
be
up to what you get on Praveen.
Yeah, no, Eros is
22.
too busy getting up. I rolled a
22?
nat one.
Okay, nat one. Yeah, as you guys are kind of just like Praveen and Arrows just slowly getting up. Just God. Oh, are we communicating with a giant floating orb again?
Not ideally this time. We're kind of going around, but I guess if it has anything to say.
At least there's no fucking bugs.
Well, don't look down, but yeah,
Huh? Praveen
because
just like
we're over the bugs. So if you don't want to see the bugs, don't look at the bugs.
Praveen just like kind of like starts scratching absentmindedly at her arm. But you just like take 10 of the surrounding, trying to find where exactly you guys are gonna head next. You guys are exhausted. You need a long rest. And so isn't it so convenient? You hear a voice out in the distance. Hey, you guys all right out there? Really shitty southern accent.
Who the fuck?
You guys okay?
I can't. I can only talk in telepathy. I'm a dinosaur. Someone talk to them.
As okay as we can be right now.
You guys are a little bit close to that orb over there.
How far away is this voice? Is it within
like-
60 feet?
Nah, they're like 20 feet
No.
outside of it.
Okay. Sharpay just makes a dinosaur noise at them, but like a kind of like polite dinosaur noise.
All right. Well, you guys seem pretty beat up. What little I can see. All right. You said you're as good as you can be. I'm assuming you could be better.
Sharpay nods with her through the dinosaur head.
Great. I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor. I need you all to step the hell away from that orb.
Cool.
Sharpay pivots away from the orb.
I'm
Come
like
towards-
4 locust bites away from passing out again.
Come towards my voice and they won't hurt you. I promise.
Are you the locust? Okay, I step towards the voice.
Can one of you like ask him who that is?
Oh, fuck me. Who are you?
Always trust Southerners.
What the fuck is a southerner?
Someone who lives in the south? Do you know like cardinal directions?
Not right now, no.
That is
Sorry.
North
definitely
is
something Ryder said.
Praveen just
It's
like
the opposite of
that way,
north.
though.
Praveen just like slowly stands up. Always some random guy who comes and picks us up out of nowhere. And she starts walking towards the
Maybe-
voice.
I don't like. Oh, I mean, we approached Kage.
Let's hope this one's as nice as Kage. You guys
Ooh,
approach
I
the
wouldn't
voice.
count on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys approach. Get closer to this. About 20 feet deep.
Man.
But like he's about 20 feet away from the radius of the sun. And he is going to step relatively close towards it, to which you have like a tiny barrier of locust to get towards. But for what you can tell, area surrounding him, not in a swarm. But it's enough to kind of obscure his figure.
Telepathy.
Okay.
Sun
Oh,
person.
can we
Sun
telepathy
person,
now?
right? Sun person, right? Right?
What?
That makes sense, right? Sun person? Sun person.
What? What's happening? I'm confused. Read
Yeah.
the telepathy.
Yeah. Okay, just go. Okay. Let's just keep going.
Okay.
You guys are just
My
gonna need to
coherence
do
is
a
also
little
shot.
step.
This is what happens when we play past her bedtime.
Yeah, we're gonna stop here in just a second,
Yeah.
guys.
hmm
Just need you all to do just a little step.
Arrow steps forward.
Yeah. Are we like on the ground?
Yeah. There is a
Okay.
ground to this place. It's not all bugs.
Okay. If so, Sharthay will definitely like let the others down and just like have her wings over them to protect them from the locusts, and she'll like tank whatever happens.
Right? You don't need to. They kind of gently on your. They fly off again. Everyone takes a step in towards his radius. Sharpay, I'm assuming you join in after everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of like, as you get over, he will reach out and kind of help you guys across, but, well, the arm is definitely. He stands about 6'5", covered in what looks like armor at first, but upon inspection is carapace. They're top-heavy, with their bug-like shell resembling a suit of plate armor, with shoulder pauldrons that stretch out into 2 sets of insectoid arms. Their head has a crest that flares out like a star made of exoskeleton, with 2 long feathery appendages stretched out behind it. The rest of their head is akin to a longhorn. On their back are a set of long reflective wings. Their posture is proud and tall. You notice he has a forge mark. And on his hip, all the clothes he has is a leather belt, tied-up hide shirt, distinctive red and purple plaid, pretty badly torn. He is just a bug person. Look is kind of warm away from him.
Is it a? Well, I guess we can't. I guess I wouldn't necessarily know. That's because we were in the dark. But is it a bug person like Nina was a bug person, or just like a regular bug person?
Just a regular bug person.
Valid.
Well now, let's get you guys to safety. I know a good sanctuary, and I'll take good care of you. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. Oh, silly me. Golly gee. Well, nice to meet you all. I am Star.
Well, she's in telepathy range now. Like, hi, this is the big thing, and I have telepathy. Nice to meet you. Hi.
Hey.
My name is Sharpay.
Huh. And the rest of you?
I'm Ryder.
Praveen?
Arrows.
Ryder, Praveen, Arrow, Sharpay. Ryder, Praveen, Arrow. That name sounds familiar, Sharpay. Whatever. All right.
The dinosaur shrugs.
Let's get you guys to safety. He turns around. Gonna go. And let's take care of business. As he takes out a javelin and chucks it towards the sun.
Please pop.
We're gonna
please
end
pop,
this
please
session
pop.
off here.
Doesn't work like that.
We're gonna end this
Doesn't
session
work
off
like
here.
that. God damn!
We're ending this
Okay.
session off here.
That would have been cool to know we could do that.
It's Star, this little fuck. Who is he? Oh man. Let's go through closing remarks because we are all very eepy. I can see the eepiness. Radicole, whole Radicole.
How's the car? How's the wife? How's the kids?
Yeah,
The car's nice.
how's the wife?
I don't have one.
How are the kids?
I didn't complete step 2, so step 3 of kids also is not done.
Damn.
I guess that's my closing remark.
CC closing remarks.
I love all of our reactions to authority. They're so funny.
Yeah, what authority?
like to the one who lies, and then
Oh,
to
yeah.
Kage, and then to the Star Spawn, and now to this guy.
His name is Star. He's just chilling.
Star.
Oh, and Ro closing remarks.
Can you imagine if we put the one who lies in a fucking bag of holding?
I wish we
Yes.
did it. It totally wouldn't have worked.
Oh man. Well,
It would have been so funny.
it's very late, and I think a lot of us need to go to bed. So thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time for when I do Shell Shock Session 6, and I'll see all you 3 when we do Ride or Die Session 7, where we're gonna learn more about this mysterious star.
I don't trust them.
He's so nice. He's so southern.
He's just a little
Bye.
guy. Bye.